Some OSFirstTimer fans got together to make a podcast about our channel, so Dinah and I went on a huge walk and made a reaction series to it. So remember that AI episode of OSFirstTimer featuring Notebook LM's podcast feature, where I literally tricked you into thinking that podcasters had spoken about you and you were really excited,
I was so
but then you were super disappointed when you found out that it was a prank.
I thought that it was just one of them which was an AI.
Yeah.
And the other one, well, at least one real human likes me and wants to talk about me, but then both AI.
AI-generated podcast.
False
and
podcast.
Lots of people felt bad that you wanted real people podcasting about you. So Mighty Eagle, OSDailyTimer, and Light Brown Wolf got together and they made PodcastFirstTimer featuring Mighty Eagle and Light Brown Wolf.
And I know that because I kind of found out.
Yes, you did. I was trying to keep this secret from you.
I'd uploaded a video on my channel, which was just a little, random video. It was actually a review, and it was for the company that we bought the rings off for my daughter, because my daughter's got a boyfriend and she wanted to buy these promise rings. But anyway, I was replying to some comments there, and
OSDailyTimer's like, have you seen the bushwalk?
From something I'd said, he thought I'd already done the bushwalk, and I said, oh no, that's coming up, and I was wondering why you're so...
Because you knew there was a bushwalk, but you didn't know what it was about.
Exactly. I knew there was a bushwalk coming up.
And I said
to him, no, we haven't done the bushwalk, blah, blah, blah. But then it got me thinking, well, what's this thing about the... I was looking at a few of his videos, because I actually like watching Daily First Timer. And I looked, and I found it. I was determined. What was this thing that was talking
secret
about?
Bushwalk thing.
This secret bushwalk and podcast. What is this? So...
And then you found this.
I found it, and guess what? I couldn't resist. I looked at a minute or two, but you know something?
You knew that you would ruin it if you looked at it anymore.
And so do you know what? I've got self-control. I actually stopped watching it.
I got a text message from Mighty Eagle saying, God, we've had to hide the podcast. And I'd walk home and did you find out about the podcast? And she's like, yes. So we're now going to watch the first minute that I guess you've already seen, and then we'll do the rest on the podcast. So let's so you can see what it looks like.
And come on, guys, help me out here. I bet you he will have 2,000.
Oh, wow, we'll have to see who's closer. We'll have to come on January 1st.
Help me out. Subscribe to his channel.
He says 416 subscribers, and you think by the January he'll have 2,000 subscribers.
I really would like him to. Please, guys, come on. Please hit that subscribe button for Daily First Timer.
And look at how it's set up on the lounge.
Yeah, I know. That was in
That's our old... we've still got that lounge. So it's OSDailyTimer, and it's Mighty Eagle 73, and it's Light Brown Wolf. And whenever one of them's speaking, they've got it so they light up green. No, so them sitting on our lounge, what a great idea.
All right. Hello, everyone tuning in. Welcome to PodcastFirstTimer here on the OSDailyTimer.
Mighty Eagle 73.
My name is Mighty Eagle, not OSDailyTimer. It is on his channel, but I'm doing the introduction.
We should have done the intro. He should have done it.
I am doing the introduction, but OSDailyTimer is here as well.
Hello. Yes, I exist.
He sounds like Daily Dose of Internet, a younger
version. We are joined by one more special guest, Light Brown Wolf.
Yes, real name is Duncan. I'm here for the podcast as well.
We don't go by real names.
Awesome.
We go by
we are
Daily First Timer and Wolf.
That's right.
We always First Timer fans. We really made this because...
Now, let's find out why they made it on the walk. Yeah.
Before we do, I'm telling you, Daily First Timer is a young version of Daily Dose of Internet.
Hello everyone, this is your Daily Dose of Internet.
Hello everyone, this is your Daily Dose of Internet.
He should literally start off his videos.
He says,
hey everyone, this is your Daily Dose of Internet.
As soon as I heard his voice, I just thought, oh my goodness, that is just a young version of Daily Dose of Internet. And I love watching Daily Dose of Internet.
Yeah, well anyway, let's go on the bushwalk.
Okay, let's go.
So here we are today. The best time to listen to a podcast is obviously on a walk.
Of course.
So let's start listening. Diana has got an AirPod Pro Jazzies that she's borrowed. I think it's a 2nd gen AirPod Pro or something.
And you've got the other one.
And I've got the other one so we can both hear it, and we're playing it on my dad's phone.
Bit windy, so let's hope the wind's not going to interfere with the audio.
Definitely. Okay, let's do this.
We are 3 Always First Timer fans. We really made this because we saw Diana's disappointment on the notebook AI video. And
Very.
It seemed like she really wanted a podcast, didn't she?
We're not professional podcasters.
I guess we should do a little bit of an introduction to ourselves. So we'll let OS Daily Timer start because this is where this is taking place.
My name is OSDailyTimer. Real name is Hayes. I'm from Asia, and my YouTube channel is, OSDailyTimer.
I didn't know he was from Asia.
I have secret channels, but I'm not really into right now.
I'm Light Brown Wolf. I'd say I've been an OSFirstTimer fan probably since like 2016 maybe.
I've seen Light Brown Wolf comment on quite a few of our videos, actually. I just paused it. And I've also seen him on the OSFirstTimer Reddit. I've got nothing to do with the Reddit. They make it. It's a fan thing.
I have 2 YouTube channels, one of which is Duncan Pass Guy, the other is Light Brown Wolf. Light Brown Wolf is mostly just random videos, and the other one is actual videos.
And me, myself, I am Mighty Eagle. My name is Oscar. I'm from Sydney, Australia, and my YouTube channel is Mighty Eagle. And also Mighty_Eagle073. That one is used to make road trip videos. And a couple of other channels, which I'm not going to get into. So yeah, that's us. Just before we start, I do want to say that none of us are actually podcasters, as demonstrated by our lovely...
You don't need to be a podcaster.
So it's not going to be as good as the Notebook LM podcast. I mean, they actually know what they're doing because they're not real, because they're actually based on real podcasters.
And I want real people.
They are sugar-coated. So... yeah, don't expect much from this podcast. I mean, I've been on one podcast.
I've just paused it. Can I just say, this podcast is 2 hours long, and less than 3 minutes in, don't expect much from this podcast. That's not something you want to say at the start of a podcast. You don't want to say that. We're going up that mountain,
assuming none of you guys have been on podcasts either, hey?
No.
Yes. So, yeah, we're not going to be too good. Okay, enough downplaying on this podcast.
Yeah, enough of that already.
It is still good because we are 3 actual human beings.
Yay!
Yeah?
That is true. That very true.
Yeah?
I'm actually a robot.
What?
Oh, you are?
Come on.
Yeah. I'm one of the Notebook LM people.
Oh,
Notice the voice is very monotone, like a robot. He's doing a good job of that.
Beep, 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 boop.
Oh my goodness. Fellow robot.
Alright. Okay, so I guess let's start off with how we found the OSFirstTimer channel.
How I found OS.
So this is OSDailyTimer. He's telling us.
I actually don't remember. It's like so long.
Oh, so long. That's
that's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
I really don't remember. Okay, I was very young when I found OSFirstTimer.
No, not that long ago.
Just randomly, and then
it's a miracle. It's destiny, okay? Yeah. Destiny.
That is really well said.
He was destined to make that channel.
And I guess I found... okay, well, I'll tell you my story. I found it... it was around late 2015 when I found it. I'm assuming you found it a bit later.
Yes, obviously.
I found it in 2015. That's 9 really long years ago.
It has been a long time.
Yeah, I mean, I was kind of looking for a PC back then, and I stumbled across Phil's Alienware unboxing video.
Oh no, that is the worst thing you could have done. That computer was a disaster. It was a great computer. It's just you could get something so much cheaper from M-Waves. Not the same styling, but the price could have been so much slower, especially M-Waves in Sydney. I'm sorry I said that. I'm sorry you looked at that video, Mighty Eagle.
Oh my god, that's like what out of all the OSFirstTimer videos, no.
You put it pretty far down your list, eh?
That one, no, I didn't never watch.
Oh, you didn't watch that video?
Never.
Honestly, yeah,
wow,
that video
never watched it. OSDailyTimer never watched that.
It was mostly just unboxings and stuff. So
think with all the videos
benchmarks and stuff, so it wasn't really... it didn't really dive deep into the OS.
He ranked them all though.
It didn't have the OSFirstTimer feeling to it, okay.
It was a review.
Yeah, I guess it was
without
just
Diana.
Like, he was testing
it's
the
not
waters.
OSFirstTimer.
So yeah, I mean, I basically watched that video. I liked it back in the day because I didn't really know any better. And then I bought an Alienware as well, and I did
really
my own
better.
unboxing video, and it was
But he
equally
knows
as bad.
better
Actually, no,
now.
worse.
Yeah. You know what was funny? When he actually came down and he did the Flight Simulator collab with us, remember that video? And you also, some video editing thing on OS First Time. That was Diana Games Through Time. He actually, I finally got rid of that bloody Alienware computer. I sold it for $900. It doesn't even, every time you go somewhere, you actually had to plug it in. Australia didn't have a proper power plug for it. It's a 15 amp and we all use 10 amp here. Yeah. So everywhere we move to, we have to keep getting an electrician to install a 15 amp. And then we sold it for $900 and the guy's like, yeah, I might get one installed. And then we see this guy we sold it to on Gumtree, popped it back up on Gumtree the next day saying, oh, I've had this computer for many years and he sold it for $1,500. Yeah, he scammed. He basically got El Cheapo from us, then scammed someone else.
I actually didn't know that.
Yeah.
Which is unlisted now, you'd be laughing.
Cross over this way.
Right now.
Definitely not like free build.
Yeah.
He should have actually said it was OSFirstTimer.
Yeah, and I actually did.
And he would have sold it for more.
I would say the Alienware. I mean, don't buy like gaming PCs from major brands that don't really know what they're doing. So Dell, Alienware is a subsidiary of Dell. It's not really that. I mean, it's overpriced. That's all I'll say. You're really kind of paying for the brand.
You are.
It's like buying a Ferrari or a Lamborghini. Yeah.
So, quick word of advice: if you do want to build your own PC, just buy it from actual PC building companies, or just build
M-Wave,
Get the
Centicom,
parts off
Scorptech.
Amazon or something, and then build your own.
Exactly.
Or Amazon, they're good too.
I don't know why I went that off topic. So, Duncan,
must
how
be.
did you find OS
That's
First
probably
Timer?
what happened in the next 2
Alright.
hours.
I think it might have been on like my grandpa's computer or something like
So
that.
this
I was
is
staying at
Duncan
their
now,
house,
Light Brown Wolf,
and
how he found us.
I didn't have like any games, like, I don't know, Minecraft or something that I used to play back then. So I was just looking around on YouTube. It was probably like my recommended. I saw the, you guys definitely know it because it's like one of them.
So in other words, look, it was boring, it was a grandma's house or something. Grandpa's.
computer.
Yeah, and it was just kind of that or nothing type thing, you know. It was first time, it was better than nothing. I guess I didn't have games back then.
Windows XP video with like the memes virus.
Be better than
And
something, no?
what's it called? Bonzi Buddy and stuff.
Bonzi Buddy. Yeah,
That's the
popular
most
one.
popular one, okay?
It is, I think,
remember.
1.5 million views.
Oh yeah.
I wasn't really that into computers, like probably more than the average person at my age, but like I've watched a bunch of their videos and I just became like obsessed with operating systems
Just
and
go
stuff.
slow.
Like
Yeah.
I remember just making loads of different virtual machines, like all of the different
That's what
versions of
I
Windows
did.
and stuff like
I
that.
was little.
That's how you
I made
Um,
virtual machines.
I remember sitting down for like maybe 3 hours trying to figure out how to connect my Windows 95 virtual machine to the internet.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
hard.
eventually
It is
like
hard.
me as well. Yeah.
And yeah, I just watched a bunch of their other videos, really liked the concept, checked out some of their other channels, which are also pretty good.
Awesome. That is our origin story.
It's like a
So-
superhero movie, superheroes.
They're
I
talking
mean,
about
that's-
football. Actually, origin.
What year would you say you found OS First Timer?
Probably, if I had to guess, like 2016, 2017, so like a while after the creation of it.
It was created in 2012. OS First Timer
Yeah.
began in
I remember
2012.
that
Do you guys know that?
Yeah, I
Obviously.
think I probably like wasn't even smart enough to use a computer at that age.
Yeah.
But at least
In
you're
2012,
born.
I was 9. Yeah.
Oh,
9. Time flies. I'm 21 now.
It's so weird to think he's 21.
Quite the journey.
wow.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that was our origin stories. What would you say made us stay watching on OS First Time? Like, what would you like say kept you watching the videos? Hey, how would you say you got
Yeah, hooked.
Hooked.
hooked?
That's nice.
Just latched like a fish.
Yeah.
Fish OS.
I'd say because it was just the dynamic between the son and then the mother, and then it was also really funny. That's why I got really hooked. And then it's just
Certified.
Diana's incompetent.
Yeah, Diana's, that's what I was about to say. It's sort of like
That's what I mean. I made fun of all the time.
you've got someone like me, a user that's just slightly smarter than the average computer user, and then you've got you who was sort of a very so much beginner, and now you've kind of gotten to the position where almost where I was when I first started, and yeah, anyway.
Create such memorable, very funny moments. So that's why I got hooked.
Plan it, funny. I mean, it just.
No, it's
That
just
happens, yeah.
You got hooked and you became a lifelong fan who was making daily clips of OS First
Daily
Timer,
clips.
so
I don't know how he does it every
Lovely
day.
to see you still.
I don't
Lovely
know
to
either.
lovely that
He
you know,
dedicates
this
that
whole
time
bond began.
for us. I really
I mean, we wouldn't have
appreciate
your
it.
channel.
Yeah.
That's very, very true.
Yeah, the way that he makes his videos, like the wholesome content, once again, as you said, the bond between the mother and the son.
Bond?
And
He drives
also,
me crazy.
I got an email from someone and now talking about, I used to hate my mother and I saw your bond with your mother and stuff and it just inspired me and stuff, you know?
Well, that's a nice.
So yeah, so
that's a
I
good
think it's a
thing.
good, because a lot of children these days don't have the best bond with their parents and stuff, and you know the parents are like, get off your
Relationships
computer
are
and
hard.
stuff. So yeah, but
Yeah.
it's a good thing that we're showing off and talk about good things to show off. Look at this
The
view
main thing
here.
about relationships is I've found is compromise.
Hmm.
I mean, look, if there's something you don't agree with, agree to disagree.
It gets better as we go up. There's like 2 really cool views I'll show you. But anyway, let's keep listening.
the whole, like, all of these kind of different operating systems, which Phil would use to explore back in the day, how they're different and stuff. Likewise, I also like experimenting them on my own virtual machine. Like back in the day, like way back in the day, I used to do it on a MacBook, which only had 8 gigs of RAM, so I had to
that's hard.
Run the VMs at like 2
Because
gigs.
you got to run your VM and
obviously
your
it
main
didn't
operating system
really,
and split the RAM between them.
Like
There's
it
another
didn't
view.
really have that much. Like it couldn't run as fast, except the old one. And then I got the Alienware, courtesy Phil. And
Oh no!
Oh no.
that had 32 gigs and also a way faster CPU.
Yeah, it was a good
And-
computer, just not for the price.
I could basically explore like more of the modern operating systems, but I guess it was still more kind of the old ones, like Windows 98, 2000, like old Macs as well. Like, mainly just Windows actually, because I was also pretty fascinated at the history of Windows at the time. And you know, OSFirstTimer did provide that with all of
Yeah, I was interested
Mom tries
too.
out 95, 2000 ME, Mom destroys 2000, that kind of stuff.
I
So
seem to like the
yeah,
destructions more.
basically I was
Talking about destruction, have you noticed this driveway is falling to bits? Tell you the story behind this. These people wanted to build a house up on the hill up there. See, so they built this massive driveway and they were so excited they were going to have a great view. See, we're getting higher and higher. The view was going to be amazing. It was up on this hill, way up there. And they built this massive driveway. The driveway was so expensive, they ran out of money to build the house.
Oh no, that's actually
And
really sad.
we're walking on someone's driveway. It was a complete failure. They spent all the money on the driveway. They were going to have this amazing view and they had no money for the house and that's it. Their dreams have now shattered away. The driveway is just...
It's a long driveway.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's why it was so much
It's long in
money.
itself, the
Yeah, it
best
was so much
driveway.
money.
interested in the history of Windows at the time. And then, you know, I got featured in YouTube Millionaire in late 2016.
I remember that.
And then
Oh,
I
I
was
don't remember
kind of
Oh, I do now.
after that I was kind of just reappearing in his channels, and
He did. He
at that
appeared a lot.
time it felt more like there was a friendship going on as well, not just like, you know, I was a big fan of him.
Michael Eagle is definitely our friend.
Mighty Eagle, not Michael Eagle.
No, I said Mighty Eagle.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I heard you. I've got the Apple EarPod Pro in my ear, made me mess up.
Mighty Eagle.
Then
Even when he was at our place.
also I made a
visiting us.
donation to his
I remember he
as well, and
donated
then-
quite a few times.
Yeah, but even when he was at our house visiting, I called him
Of
Mighty
course.
Eagle.
And then, you know, I made an impact on his channel and got featured in more the YouTube Millionaire channels.
He got
And,
featured in a lot of our
yeah,
videos.
the whole
actually.
Discord, which is another story in its own right.
He was one of the
It's now
moderators,
called
wasn't he?
I have no
It's
idea.
lights.
I don't
Actual
remember that,
Phaser Central.
really that day.
That was what it was called back in the day. It's called Bits and Bytes now.
I remember all of this because I did the whole OSFirstTimer iceberg thing.
Yeah, so everyone, go check out on OSDailyTimer's channel. He just mentioned he did the OS Iceberg. That was a really cool video where he looked at every single one of my channels and found all the secret channels and even your secret channel, and he shows off all the secret things. He starts off on the iceberg, you know, on the iceberg you see all the normal stuff, OSFirstTimer, and then down at the bottom of the what's under, what do you not know about OSFirstTimer, and finds all the videos and the series that I've done through time.
He's going to be a private investigator.
Yeah, he probably will be.
Yeah, it's amazing because you weren't around back in the day. I would know if you were around back in the day, but you're still digging deep into OSFirstTimer, so that's pretty good.
I feel like a historian watching these videos, okay?
I like that.
He's found all the secret ones.
Yeah. And yeah, Duncan, how about you?
The reason I got hooked on it was mostly just because, like, the general concept of it. Like, someone who doesn't really know how to use computers that well, trying out, like, often really advanced stuff. Like, I don't know how to use MS-DOS and stuff like that. It was kind of funny because it eventually turned into, like, she was like, really good at trying out operating systems. Like,
there you
in the
go,
most
compliment.
recent
You got
videos,
good at it.
Really good at it.
There's this kind of whole like noob to pro kind of thing going on with Diana. Like
The dynamic,
in
the
first
noob
videos,
to pro.
she wasn't really that good, and then she turned after featuring in all these kind of videos. Like Phil kind of taught Diana some stuff about, you know, both worlds.
You have learned a lot, haven't you?
I've learnt a lot, but the funny thing is, if I'm not
So you kind of, like,
looking at it all the time or whatever,
throughout
I
all
do
the
end up
videos,
forgetting
you
a bit.
just, like,
Yeah.
watch her
So I
learn
become
more and more
rusty.
stuff.
What would we say like our favorite video of OSFirstTimer is?
Oh, the favourite video. This will be
I have
interesting.
like 2 videos, I would say. The
Out of
3D
all of them.
house one and then the
favourite.
Algadoo one.
Funnily enough, he said his favourite were the 3D house one and the Algadoo one. I know the Algadoo
I
one.
vaguely remember the 3D house one. That was so long ago.
I don't even know the 3D. Like me, I've got no. I like 3D. I'm like, what is that? I think maybe Google SketchUp, but I have no idea.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, but the Algadoo one I remember.
I don't remember the Algadoo one.
The Algadoo one is where you like, it was like 2D physics engine and you threw blocks around and stuff.
Oh, actually,
And it was
I do
quite
remember
funny.
that.
Yeah, it was a very funny.
I
Unfortunately,
do.
it's been a bit desynced on YouTube because of the copyright. There was a copyright music in like the intro that we had, and I removed it, and YouTube removed it. And recently, YouTube's desynced the whole video because of it. So I've got to try and look into that. The video's not
That's a
working
shame.
well on YouTube at the moment, but yeah.
When
Anyway.
you say it's desynced, what is it? The words?
Yeah, the whole audio is
and-
out of sync. You can't see what's happening at the same time, and
that's a
it
shame.
ruins the experience. But anyway,
Yeah.
I'll try and fix that one day.
Yes.
All the stuff bouncing up.
Because
and down.
YouTube desynced it. Well, wait, he just described why he found the video funny, and he said, oh yeah, all the stuff bouncing up and down.
There's a bit of a problem with that video now. We can't really even watch it anymore.
Oh yeah,
remember.
I definitely
Oh, yeah.
realized that. The audio being synced.
Yeah.
I think it's because of the copywriting the intros and then desynced
That's right.
the
YouTube did
audio
that. I didn't do
going out
that.
the video.
Yeah, it's such a shame because it's actually like, it was a good video.
And talking about such a shame, this is where those people were going to build their house. They cleared out the land here. If you don't know, this whole driveway, we just talked about it in the last episode. They built this massive driveway that went on for ages. It's falling to bits now, and they never got to build their house. They ran out of money to build that. They needed to clear a bit more of these rocks out.
I feel so sorry for the people because, I mean, this would have been their dream home.
Yeah, imagine waking
And
up.
they'd spent all that money in investment, you know, getting the
Yeah.
driveway. Then here it is, they've chipped away at the rock.
The land is abandoned now. This is now abandoned land. Someone obviously owns it, but it's not being used for anything, unfortunately. And this is the view they would have had. That tree's sort of in the way, but there we go. Look at that out there. This massive view here. Zooming out there. See a town over there. So yeah. Anyway, we'd better stay close to the edge. Anyway, we'll keep listening now. Let's go.
I laughed so much at a physics simulator. Like, how would a physics simulator be
Yeah,
so
we turned
funny?
the physics funny,
But
physics
OSFirstTimer
simulator into something funny.
somehow made it work. So, yeah, thanks Phil for making
We're
our
just
day.
being us.
Yeah, it's just very funny. And between the two, I would choose the Algadoo one, even though
Algadoo,
that
that's his
house
favourite.
one was very funny as well. It's just,
I don't
I
even
think
remember the house one.
one of the first videos I watched, okay?
Yeah.
I kept on just coming back to it, keep on laughing. I've watched it so many times, I still smile at that moment, even though I like completely know what's going to happen.
Yeah, you know
must
you've
be a
made a
good
good
video.
video when
We should have a little
even the
sneak
second,
peek
third,
of
should.
fourth
what
times you watch it, you still laugh at it. I guess my favorite one would be... I might be biased here, but Diana
with
Games
you
Through
in
Time 2020. I think all you guys know why, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
He was in it.
20?
Yeah.
Oh, it's
2020.
Daily Timer. You
It's the
should
Flight
know. You
Simulator
do
one.
our videos every day.
That was like
Microsoft Flight Simulator.
episode
Well,
40,
you were going to
40
say
something.
the Pro one.
I mean, that was a video where I kind of like taught Diana some stuff. I mean, I
Yeah.
kind of took...
So Mighty Eagle actually came to our... Don't go up that high. Mighty Eagle kind of came to our house and he did remember you with a flight simulator in Diana Games Through Time.
Coming out of the closet.
Yeah, no, and that was the other video. He came out of the closet.
We
That
wanted
video,
to do
the
a
video editing
surprise
one.
suddenly
Yeah.
appearing, and we thought it would be an idea. Go in the closet. We'll start off as normal, and then out he pops.
Yeah, we didn't mean for the...
Surprising. Oh no, there was was no...
Yeah, it's just he kind of came out of the closet and then everyone in the comments was like, you know, so he's finally come out of the closet. Anyway, let's keep going.
I mean, of course, I'm biased when I say this.
So that's his favourite videos. He was in them.
But other than that, it was also like a pretty good video because Diana, obviously, she really doesn't have any experience in flying. But then through the end of the videos,
Who does?
she was also, she was like,
Pilot.
you can see that she has learned something. Like, okay, she was still kind of struggling to land a plane, but you can see that there's progress being learned, and we love to see that, don't we?
Yeah.
I like how you know so much about this, and I can't even remember it, honestly.
Oh yeah, well I mean I've watched that video a couple of times more
Funny,
than I have to admit.
OSDailyTimer doesn't know about Mighty Eagle's favourite videos that well.
Okay.
I mean, I was featured on one more video, like
Yes, Premiere Pro, clone
yeah,
video.
but I feel like I didn't like that one as much because I felt like I was a bit annoying. if you know.
Yeah, so that was you video editing.
You're never annoying.
There was a video editing. Basically, he was teaching you how to edit in a certain program, Mighty Eagle, right? And what he didn't like is that OSDailyTimer makes a video of I forgot what he was editing, Adobe Premiere Pro or something. And he makes a video, Adobe Premiere Pro video, except where only Mighty Eagle is talking. And Mighty Eagle hates hearing himself talk in that video.
What's wrong with that?
And it's a video of him talking the whole time.
There's nothing wrong with that. I think
There
he's got a
isn't.
great voice.
He does, but that
Oh,
triggered
look,
him.
We're all hard on ourselves.
Our own
We
things,
all
yeah.
judge and criticise ourselves worse than others.
Yeah,
But
that's
Mighty
right.
Eagle, you got nothing to worry about. Great voice, great personality.
Actually,
You're friends with us.
didn't think you were that annoying when I was doing the
There we go.
Premiere
He
Pro,
doesn't
but
think he's
only
annoying.
Mighty Eagles only freeze on screen
that
or
video.
talking. I didn't think you were annoying. I think you're just kind of dumb sometimes.
God damn, sometimes.
Gosh, that video. I'm no offense when I say this, but I did not like that video at all.
I didn't like it
video.
at all as well because it took 2 days. 2 days
Oh,
to
it
edit
took 2
again.
days.
It took so long.
Ah, you tortured yourself for 2 days.
You took 2 days of hearing Mighty
for
Eagle.
the sections when I talked. Like, oh boy.
And I remember in your vlogs, Oscar, where you went to Tasmania to meet Phil and Diana,
Yes.
and you mentioned
We
there were
love
just
that.
so many constant problems that came up when you
Oh,
were
yeah.
that video.
So Mighty Eagle came, and it's like there were so many problems. He comes,
Along the way.
and his Xbox controller he brought broke, and he didn't realise it broke on the way here. So he goes, "Okay, Diana, you're gonna use it." Oh no, my Xbox. I'm like, "It's okay. You've got the PlayStation controller. It's fine." And then it's like he tries to sign into his account, and it didn't work. It's like, oh, it's expired or something. Then he needed to kind of repay for his account to access Adobe Premiere. There were so many things that went right, and he felt the whole thing. He came all the way from Sydney to film this video, and it was a complete failure.
That could have gone wrong, went wrong, but
It turned out great, the video.
great.
Wow. Don't get me wrong. At the end of the day, problems are part of the adventure. No one is perfect. Like, nothing is
walked into a
perfect
tree.
in life. And
Like me walking
sometimes
into a
the
tree.
imperfections
It's part of the adventure.
are part of it's part of what makes us happy. Like, if everything was perfect, where's the fun in that?
100%. 100%.
In OSFirstTimer videos, there's always, she always runs into some kind of issue. Well, not always, but a lot of the time, and that's what makes it interesting, obviously.
Yeah.
Unless it's a series that I did by myself called Adventures in Arch. Never watched that. There were so many problems that it just got boring. Don't watch that
What we were
series.
talking about.
We're still talking about our favorite videos, but we'll let Duncan say what his one is.
My favourite one is a bit of an obscure one. It's the one where Diana tries to install an operating system in VMware. I think it might have been 4M Linux or something like that.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Oh,
And you got Ben to
yeah.
try it out.
Oh, okay.
And then,
I
was
don't
that the video where she, and Ben tried it out as
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
didn't she?
You became me
Yeah,
for a day.
and
Set
it
up
was
an
like-
operating system and get Ben to try it out.
Yeah,
no,
that was
that
really good as well, hey.
Yeah,
That's all
Very
right.
funny.
but yeah, bit
That
of
was
an
a good
obscure
video.
one.
Because you
It
were
was-
looking
yeah,
at Ben and
especially
said, how
since,
do you handle this, Phil? He was so slow.
Phil kind
But
of
he is slow.
basically it's just Diana took on the role of Phil, and that was amazing to see these kind of twists and turns that's
going
happening
through some
happening
twists
to
and turns
the
right
channel,
now.
what we're used to, and then what it could be. It's good to have a twist once or twice a time.
It is.
Pretty hilarious
I agree.
video that came out of it as well.
I like the differences we have of our favorite video. Like, my favorite video is the algorithm video because it's very funny, and Mighty Eagle's favorite video is because you were in it. And then, Wolf's video is... I don't know, actually. Could you explain why you like it so much?
You just said it!
Partly because it resulted in quite a funny video, like the dad tries out forum Linux video, and also just because it's interesting, because I'm sure we've all set up a lot of operating systems in VMware, and it's cool to see how she tackles it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
You wouldn't know how to do that again if you tried.
Hey, did you have like a video on your channel about that video yet?
The second part, yeah, the killing the big one.
The second part.
So stupid.
Those were our favorite videos. So I guess the next thing is let's dive deep into how OSFirstTimer has impacted our lives now. Dive deep.
Oh, you don't make me cry.
Okay. OSFirstTimer has affected me very deeply. As a person, I don't even know what my life would be without OSFirstTimer. Okay, it's just so early when I discovered it, and then impacted me so much. So many very, very happy moments watching Tina's
I get very emotional.
Yeah. Especially those kind of things where like you watch the videos like after a really tough day at school or work, or like you got
at work.
Yeah, so we can just say we cheer them up with the videos, the comedy.
I guess.
Yeah.
Just a little bit of a boomer when I say this. But yeah, it's just if you just have a tough day, like with OSFirstTimer, like the cheerful attitude, the wholesomeness, it really brings the mood up, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I'm not always cheerful.
That's a lot of the reason.
Yeah, you do.
Really,
but I think that's funny.
You could just have like a terrible day, and then just go on there, have a laugh, and then your day's good again.
Yeah.
That's a good catchphrase for our channel.
Have a laugh.
Have a
We're
terrible
glad
day.
that YouTube has OSFirstTimer, eh?
Yes.
So for me, it was just OSFirstTimer is just a community-based YouTuber, and not a lot of YouTube channels do that. Like I know some YouTube channels where they don't even reply, they don't acknowledge the fans. They don't.
Yeah, I reply to quite a few comments myself. You do
like,
sometimes.
Like basically,
I
the
do
fans are
sometimes,
Not
invisible
recently.
to them. They don't really acknowledge it. They don't even reply to the comments. Like they just do their own thing. They're just like,
Well, the
okay,
thing is, I know
here's a
you're
video.
replying,
Watch
so-
it. Bye. I'm making off a.
I
I'm
do
making a second
look at
one.
the
And
comments.
Like,
comments.
OSFirstTimer is just definitely not that. Like YouTube Millionaire, it was a channel where he talked about his fans a lot back then. But even outside of OS.
Oh yeah, I had a lot of connection back
YouTube
then to the
Millionaire.
fans at that point.
In YouTube,
the Patreon
like,
and stuff.
Just in his videos, like he did this whole thing. Like most of his videos in 2017 were just requests
Patreon.
by his fans. Obviously, they're like Patreon requests, and you kind of get paid to.
Yeah, that's right. I think I had it. If you pay $20 a month on Patreon, every month you get to request a video, and I will do that. Like it's a guaranteed thing, but it split up the community. And that's what I didn't like about it, because a lot of them were children.
Been paid for age, as in
And it was more like their parents paying for them, and some parents could pay for it and some couldn't. And so I discontinued that whole Patreon thing. It was a small source of income, and I just think it's not worth it to split a community. Sure, for the ones that could have it, it was fun for them, but it wasn't fair for everyone.
No, I think it's better to be fair
Life,
for everybody. And
still, like, it was that kind of thing where Phil basically lets his fans have a lot of say in his videos. That was the kind of thing that I really liked about it. It doesn't feel like you're just watching videos. If that's the case, right? Why don't I just binge a Netflix show? Like,
Yeah, that's why he likes, that interactivity of 2017.
What's stopping me from just doing that? YouTube channels, it's kind of like
way more personal.
Seeing these kind of things, like seeing the human factor to it.
Human factor, yeah.
It just feels
We're
like
not AIs.
it really makes OSFirstTimer.
Yeah.
Just a channel.
Yeah.
Talking about the human factor, I'm more human than you.
I know, but I'm more AI. I'm better at being AI than you are.
I know. What's better, to be more AI or more human?
Well, AIs are kind of smarter than humans. Anyway, let's keep going.
Let's hear some comments from But what's
How's
better,
it?
being more
Okay.
AI or more human?
No, we're number 6 now. How has it impacted our...
Don't reply to that because, you know, in the future when AI takes over and stuff, and you've got all these people saying humans are better than AI, what are the AI going to do when they're in control of the world?
Straight for those
For the
humans.
people. But so if you do want to comment, say AIs are better. And then, you know, the AIs will be their friends and then they won't kill us, you know. So anyway.
How's it impacted our lives? Just seeing all of my videos getting requested because, you know, I was a Patreon supporter back in the day as well.
Yeah, he was.
Much as I don't like to admit it.
He suggested a few popular videos that went really well. He had
I mean,
some great
I got to
ideas.
see my videos. Like, I got to see, what was it? Mom tries out Windows upgrades from 1 to 10, which is one of...
Yeah.
Second
Windows
most popular.
XP to 10. The
And you
second
also
most
like
popular
requested
video
the most funny
suggested
ones
by
as
Mighty
well.
Eagle.
So thank you,
Yeah.
Mighty Eagle 73 for paying money to
Oh, good.
request.
Yeah, there's Jasmine tries out the show, which
Oh
is
yeah,
a
he did that too.
forgotten
Jasmine tried out the
fourth
show.
family member.
That's a forgotten,
Oh, yeah.
forgotten video.
Yeah, it is a forgotten video.
Yeah. What else did I request? It was so long ago. This is so long ago. I don't even remember. Oh yeah, the first video ever. Like, it wasn't even a Patreon supported video. Like, it was just Diana tries out Visual Basic was also a video that I requested.
I
that
learned
wasn't through
Visual
Patreon,
Basic.
that
I
kind
don't
of thing.
remember it either, but I was good at
I
Visual
learned
Basic.
What was the next one?
As my first programming language at school.
I did Visual Basic in
Oh
high school.
yeah, Windows.
Back in year 11, they introduced a new subject, and I'm going back to 1989, and the new subject was computer studies.
Yeah.
Prior to 1989, we didn't have computer
In your school?
studies in that particular school
Yeah.
that I went to. And then I selected computer studies, and I got top of the class for computer studies.
Wow.
And the programming language.
And then
that
you
we
end up as a
learned-
newbie user on OSFirstTimer.
The programming language that
Careful.
the programming language that we learned was basic,
Yeah.
and
You loved it.
it was basic. Like, it was
There were a lot of basics at the time.
if something equals something, got to, as in
Go to.
do,
Yep.
do. But I wrote, you know, it's got to because it was all one word.
Yeah, I know.
Blah blah blah, and I loved that language, and I created all these programs of all these like conversations and making. Oh, now that AI totally blows that out of the water now.
Yeah, because you can even get an AI now to you know, your basic on Commodore 64 or whatever.
Yeah.
You can say, write me a Commodore 64 program that's a huge choose your own adventure game, and it'll do that.
Well, anyway, it blew my computer studies teacher mind. I mean, he was so impressed with the programs that I was coming up
Yeah.
with that it inspired me. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to be a computer programmer when I grow up. That's how I felt.
Yeah.
So I went to university when I left year 12 and went into computer studies. They taught us Pascal. Oh my gosh, it was so complicated, that computer language, that it totally put me off computer studies, and I switched over to the behavioural sciences, and then I ended up doing a Bachelor of Arts and majoring in
Oh
psychology.
yeah, Windows
So that's what I
RG
ended
and
up
Windows
doing.
Core.
Okay.
Oh, that's a classic.
That one was like, and I asked like Phil not to tell Diana as well, and she actually believed it.
Yeah.
There's the one about the shell. Mom tries to destroy it, but that didn't really go out as it was supposed to because she kind of just played around with terminal commands instead, which is not really what I asked for. But
Oh, sorry,
I mean,
Mighty
she done a lot
Eagle.
of like destruction videos anyway, so good to
Sorry.
like switch it up a little bit. And plus, the show. Who doesn't love the show?
Yeah, that was actually quite hard to follow people's Patreon commands because sometimes you couldn't quite set up what they wanted. You know what I mean? And that made it tough too. So yeah, like there's so many videos. I've got a bunch of OSFirstTimer cancelled videos. They're just
Cancelled ones?
cancelled ones where I'd started writing the script and everything for them, like planning them out, and then the program didn't work properly.
YouTube cancelled.
No, cancelled as in,
What?
you know,
YouTube do
they were
that?
never filmed, they were planned, and they started setting them up, but they've, yeah.
Famous Victor Tran.
Victor Tran.
Famous Victor Tran.
We should
yeah,
talk
Blue
about
smiley
Victor
face.
Tran in the
Yeah.
bonus section.
yeah,
I
and
love that song you
another
did.
thing
and
that,
featuring Victor Tran in that.
Phil has impacted me was I mean, right now my YouTube channel has around 700 something subscribers, and
That's
I
pretty
mean,
good.
I say
I would've
2/3 or
expected
even
him to have
3/4 of it
more.
are just people who heard from
Subscribe
me
to
from
Mighty Eagle,
OSFirstTimer.
everybody.
If I didn't
But 3/4
have
of them
this
are
whole
from me.
fan
so-
base that came from Phil, I probably would be sitting around 200 right now.
Yeah.
That's like very relatable to me as well.
I think you already are.
It grew so insanely much when OSFirstTimer shouted me out. Like before, I was lucky if I got 3 views. Even more lucky if I won the lottery if I got 1 comment or a like. But now it's like tens of views and so many likes and comments. And, yeah.
He can't believe it, because
I found out your channel through when Phil shouted you out as well. Like I didn't know about you beforehand. You know, you shined the light to me that you knew, and I'm guessing both of you know me because of Phil as well. Hey.
Yes, definitely.
It kind of like Phil even created friendships. Even like I met a couple of my good friends
the 3
through
of these lovely
OSFirstTimer
guys
as well.
are all friends because
it's
of
like
us.
Yeah, and not just them. They've also found some friends themselves through, like, you know, I think Mighty Eagle made some friends in the community.
I like that.
Friendships, shines a light into our smaller channels, that kind of thing. And even Diana gave you a big shout out.
Yep,
Hayes,
OSDailyTimer.
I did, and I'm giving
your
Mighty
channel
Eagle a big shout out.
The 2,000 subscriber thing?
OSDailyTimer hit 2,000
Yes.
Yeah, the 2,000
Yeah, I forgot to mention.
subscribers.
Hey, you guys watching this video, subscribe to OSDailyTimer before 2025. Okay? Mighty Eagle, something say it as well. Okay, you have the power. Okay, you're famous.
Yes, come on. Subscribe to OSDailyTimer, everyone.
Definitely.
And like
You should say it as well.
Yeah, everyone's got to subscribe.
Everyone's got to say
Great
it.
channel.
Yes,
Great
yes,
video.
yes. 100%.
So yeah,
Oh no, it's
that was how OSFirstTimer has
get
impacted
going.
my lives. Yeah, I mean, it also taught me a thing or two, but it's not all sunshine. So I will admit this.
I know exactly what he's talking about. You had to be there in 2017-ish to know what it was. I think from my memory, he got very proud that he was featured on OSFirstTimer, and I think among the community, you know, I'm a Mighty Eagle 73, I'm the guy that's on OSFirstTimer, I'm so cool and stuff, and people sort of thought he was a little bit big-headed at the time, a bit after, which is, it's just, you're excited. I know, he was excited, and I think also because he got the Alienware computer too, it was just that time where people just got jealous of Mighty Eagle 73 because he got featured so much and stuff, and he was very proud of it, and unfortunately, I know.
It kind of made me see back in the day, like I was trying to just make myself way too up there.
Yeah,
like, I was trying
I
to
remember.
gain all of
It's
his
okay.
attention, and
You're a kid, and it's
so
exciting.
a period
when
of
you
time,
feature.
I was kind of like,
Yeah.
I totally understand that.
Yeah.
I grew up mainly as an only child, even though I had a half brother. He really wasn't around, and he was 17 years older than me, which meant that I didn't really have that sibling type relationship. It was just me, and quite honestly, I was spoilt rotten. But then I worked out the hard way. I couldn't get everything I wanted, and I was angry. I'd chuck tantrums. I remember my nana took me out one day, and there was this toy that it was like a monkey that had long legs, and it had velcros which would velcro.
I think I remember that monkey.
Yes, and I wanted that so much, and it was like $20 back then.
It was
when
a lot
I
of
a little
money,
girl,
yeah.
That was a lot of money, and my nana said no, and I then went. I literally remember doing this. I would have been about 9 years old or something. I said, well, I'm not leaving this shop until I get it.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'd be horrified if a child did that in front of me. If I was the parent or the grandparent or whatever, and a child did, I'd be horrified. But that's what I did. And she ended up having to buy it out of sheer embarrassment to get us out of the place as quickly as possible.
Yeah, okay.
So I was spoiled rotten. But then later on in life, I realised you couldn't get everything you wanted, and you know, life is compromise. Life is respecting other people's point of views. Life is agreeing to disagree with people, and just sheer respect. That's all I can say. And then, you know what? I'm a better person now. I get what Mighty Eagle is saying.
Okay.
But he's a really decent, nice guy.
Yeah, that's a thing where I don't want to do when, you know, I'm like in your position right now when you first got big in OSFirstTimer.
yeah. So I wasn't really humble about it back then, about my popularity. So I would say, I would give this word of advice to you: just try to be humble about your popularity. Like, don't try to shove it in people's faces. Like, oh yeah, I'm that guy who creates OSDailyTimer videos. You should be nice to me. Like,
I'm an introvert. Don't talk to people.
We're actually not going up here unless you want to explore a little bit up here.
Where are we going?
We're going back down that way because we're going to go... Okay, we're going to go on that hill over there, okay? So that big hill, so we go down here and up onto that hill. Okay, so... and
in those bushes?
Yeah, in these bushes up there, yeah, we're going on that hill next. So anyway, let's keep listening to the podcast. The best time to hear a podcast is when you're on a walk.
So, how would you say Phil has impacted your life, Duncan?
Probably like one of my biggest hobbies would be like computers and electronics and software and stuff like that.
So I turned him into a geek.
Got into it is because of OSFirstTimer. And like,
yeah,
chances are I'm probably going to get a job in that industry. So
you know what? A lot of people have gotten jobs in the tech industry. I've seen so many comments, because of your channel and stuff and your destruction videos, I've gone into cybersecurity and stuff. You know what I mean? So a lot of people, are studying and going into all these jobs because our channel got them interested and happy with technology.
I'm so happy about that.
So yeah, we've gotten people, improve their relationships with their parents because they like,
make their day a little bit better.
Yeah, when they're down, and get them into really cool jobs and learn about technology. So yeah,
get them into cool, get them
there's
inspired.
A good chance
it
would literally never happen.
Cool jobs.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like this whole thing about Phil made you interested in that kind of stuff, or if you're already interested in it, then Phil teaches you more about different of
It makes you laugh.
stuff that you would see.
A lot of the stuff, videos we do and stuff, I don't know about this stuff. I research it prior to the video. It's not like I just know everything about computers. I have to do, that's what my script writing and research phase is about. I write my script to it's the intro of the videos and just to like what we cover and stuff in each video. But then there's so much that I don't expect that's going to happen because things go wrong and stuff. And that's what makes it's where we go seeing Dinah's reaction. But the only scripting I do is just when I'm telling Dinah information about what we're trying, or I've learnt to use it myself. So
like
yeah,
boring tutorials and stuff. You can
watch
something that's actually interesting.
What?
No, wait.
Yeah.
Wait, is there a snake, or are you just thinking of these?
I don't know. Maybe I just saw a stick and it moved and it made me feel like it was a snake.
You thought you saw a snake? Okay.
There are snakes around.
There
here.
are. This is a snake area.
Yes, and you're walking backwards.
I know. So
Exactly.
you make sure I don't step on a snake. I'm walking backwards. See, this is what I'm doing. But
Everything's
backwards.
like kind of related to how we got hooked on OSFirstTimer.
We use the word
We're so
Hooks,
hooked,
yeah,
okay?
like a
We
fish.
can't talk about anything else.
Yeah.
2 hours talking about
You're like, I'm
OSFirstTimer.
a fish. I'm a fish who found the...
And do you know what's so funny? My uncle Matthew calls me fillet of fish.
Yeah, I know.
Fillet of fish. The
He's
fillet
got
of fish
little
burger.
nicknames for all of us.
Fillet
He
of
calls me
fish.
Spy. He's called me Spy ever since I
Yeah,
was 11
Uncle
years
Matthew
old.
calls you Spy, and
Yeah.
what's he call Ben? Chook. He should call you Chook. You're the one who likes chooks. Anyway, let's keep listening. I find it funny. Fillet of fish got me hooked.
I know. Ben's the chicken whisperer now when you really think about it, because he goes out every morning, feeds all the chicken, and they all come running to him and they want their cuddles, and he picks them up and he has to cuddle each individual one.
Yeah,
He
well,
is the
Little
whisperer.
suspicious little hook, and there was food on that hook.
Everything
So I
is
go up there and
it was a
just
fillet of fish burger.
eat
does
the
it sound
piece of fish,
cunning and-
eat the piece of
Pizza.
food on that hook, and yeah, that's how I got hooked.
hooks.
Then yeah, they turned me into dinner.
Oh, no,
But we
didn't.
won't get into that.
So what?
Okay. You heard what
We
I said.
gave him dinner.
I'm
We
not gonna say it
invited him
again.
to dinner.
Ominous.
We did actually.
Didn't turn him into dinner.
Okay, our next topic, this is really all about you, Hayes. Obviously, you got hooked, and why did you create OS
Yeah,
Daily
the
Timer
OS Daily Timer
and,
channel. Why did he
upload
make it?
a video about Phil, like, pretty much every day?
Yeah,
That's
this is the
exhausting.
question I've been like thinking about like, ever since this whole thing was like planned and stuff. I guess it was
Don't
just
say
the
you don't.
amalgamation of my love for OSFirstTimer. It turned into OSDailyTimer. Okay, into this my master project, my final project.
What? He's only quite young. Don't say it's your final project. I hope you're not going to die. His final
the
project.
OSFirstTimer.
I have many more projects to come.
When I started this channel, I didn't think like anything, okay? It's just I didn't think I would get featured on the OSFirstTimer. I was just doing it
Oh,
because
I remember.
I really wanted to, okay?
Yeah, did you hear that? I didn't think I'd get featured on OSFirst, but I really wanted to. And he did so many times. I think the chicken video was the big feature thing where, remember there, you made a game and you didn't like the way the game turned out. And he made Diana's chicken game the way it was supposed to be. Yeah.
Eventually did. I remember the moment when OSFirstTimer replied to me. I was like,
Yeah, first
very,
reply.
very extremely excited. And
yeah,
then
it's just like...
Just tap some buttons on the keyboard.
The chicken game, which I made for OSFirstTimer.
That was so well made. With our chickens. Chocolate and... Yeah.
I had like a very big like grin watching that. Like the entire like 7-minute segment. A massive grin. And I have a massive grin right now. Talking to you.
Yeah.
I love your videos as well, like all of the different videos that you make, like, especially the ones where you create about the older Phil's videos.
Oh,
it
yeah.
really also brings like a sense of nostalgia back to me as well. You know what I mean?
Me
like
too.
videos that would have otherwise been forgotten.
Well, I've forgotten them, and I'm the one who was
kind of
filming
make
them.
and
was in them.
I get reminded by the times that Phil have
Almost taking you back to
created forgotten relics.
Forgotten relics.
It's really just it's really great to like see them once
fossils.
again. Yeah, I love the OSDailyTimer channel as well.
I remember when you like first discovered my channel and you just went on an insane commenting spree, just commenting on every single video. It was like, so insane.
I remember I had an assignment due that day as well. I was like, should I complete my assignment or
Priorities.
Priorities. Did you hear? So Mighty Eagle,
Schoolwork first.
Mighty Eagle literally found OSDailyTimer's channel. Should I do my assignment first? Look, what I say, what my recommendation is, always do the assignment first.
What you need to do first.
And then watch our channel. Or you know, OS Daily's clips. Or you could do a thing where you get to watch one OSDailyTimer clip every hour, and then the rest of it's assignment time. And then in an hour have a little time that goes off for each hour of work. Yeah.
That's being balanced.
Yeah.
We don't want to take people away
yeah,
from
it's great to see
their
that
obligations and schoolwork and stuff.
Yeah.
Duncan, do you have anything to say?
I don't know if you remember Hayes, but like I remember I actually found your channel like even before OSFirstTimer shouted you out, and just watching your video where you made the chicken game and just thinking, gee, Phil really needs to see this. And then I scroll down to the comment section and he has seen it.
Yeah, I had seen it. Yeah, I already saw
I
it.
think I remember you before I got shouted out by OSFirstTimer himself. Philip Adams.
Yeah. Philip Adams.
No, say my name. I'm gonna get doxed again. With one game.
I will say this though, if you...
Is that like
if you have
Adam's
the
Family or
time,
something?
I
The
would
2
say
days?
maybe make videos where you are doing other stuff other than like, you know, just talking about... just uploading clips of Phil because of the whole thing.
Yeah, OSDailyTimer, sometimes he does a special little episode where it's like, you know, the chicken game he made and stuff, and it's not one of our videos, it's his own video he makes OSFirstTimer related, and Mighty Eagle's saying, OSDailyTimer, you should do that a few more times. Upload videos where it's sort of your own thing, your spin on an OSFirstTimer thing, you get what I mean? Yeah, he should be interested. He does sometimes. He does. He's done a few, so yeah.
Keep uploading Phil clips. Especially every day, you know what I mean?
Since I'm doing this every day, the effort I put in every video has to be lower, okay?
Yeah.
I have to do this every single day. And when it's like, you know, on school break, like summer break, on weekend, I can make higher effort videos like that.
Yeah.
Webson AI video, and the whole
Like the
chicken game.
video.
And then the cube challenge.
Oh, the cube challenge, you can't forget that. That was amazing that he did that.
Well, obviously, we got to prioritize like our time management, like how much we should put into our personal lives and our YouTube. Me personally, I am prioritizing all on outside of YouTube because I mean, I haven't really uploaded in a long time.
Yes. You will upload in 2025, right? The streak.
I'm actually going to be in America during New Year's Day in 2025, so the video will be a bit delayed.
Exciting.
Yeah, in the USA.
So the next thing that I guess we kind of like to go into is Diana. Do you guys have anything to say about Diana?
Yes. Yes. She is the reason why OSFirstTimer exists.
Yep.
Well,
Yeah.
I gave birth to him,
if
that's
it was
right.
just,
You took that out of... When he said she's the reason OSFirstTimer exists,
In multiple ways.
the channel
You
and the
exist if
human.
I didn't give birth to you.
Yeah.
OSFirstTimer really wouldn't be popular, hey?
And
I would be OSFirstTimer, it'd just be OS.
We go with first.
You just be OS. Yeah, because there's no first timer. You're the
that's
first
kind of
timer.
what Astral Phaser is.
Yeah, that's
obviously.
Before we continue, we gotta get over this.
Not an electric one.
No, of course not. Oh, they wouldn't bother with an electric fence out here. Okay, so we keep going up this way here. There's a lot of these little ponds. Have you noticed?
First timer.
OS.
I mean, come on.
OS last timer.
Terrified.
Oh yeah, so Astral Phaser was sort of a channel, one of the most popular channels I did by myself. It was mostly about gaming and stuff, and it was just me, and I only managed to get a few thousand subscribers, I think probably 4,000 or something. I could never get to the 100,000. I needed you for that.
Still a pretty good channel.
Oh yeah, but obviously it's not as popular.
Yeah.
I just want to make this moment to just give a special shout out. You are like one of the most amazing mothers. Like being able to do this every time with Phil, and obviously with little to no reward comparatively. I mean, I know my mother, if I were to ask my mom, hey, come over here, sit in my chair, we're gonna do a video of you trying out videos, she's not gonna do it. Would any of your mothers do it?
So basically, being a YouTuber, I don't know if you know this, especially a channel like OSFirstTimer, like even if you choose a minimum wage job in Australia, you're gonna earn a ton more per hour than doing YouTube channels. Absolutely. We do it more for the community and, all the lives we've changed.
It's a hobby.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't an income for us.
No.
Because let's just say we'd be pretty poor. There wouldn't be a lot of food on the table. But
do get free computers out of it though, because the YouTube pays for the computers.
That's probably what it is. The YouTube would pay for the computers, the computer upgrades and stuff.
Yeah.
But
it's on the side,
it's
so
more of a hobby.
Yeah.
I must admit.
So where do you work? What's your real job?
What's my real
Not
job?
OSFirstTimer, it's?
I'm a supervisor at Coles.
Yep.
Currently.
Supervisor at Coles. Yep. So you're up there as a supervisor.
Behind the service desk doing refunds.
I've done quite a lot of things. Children's Services Certificate 3 at TAFE. I think that was back in 2012. And then I actually was an early childhood educator. What was it? About three or 4 years. And then, it was 8.5 hours a day, 5 hours a week. It was a full-time job. And on the weekend with OSFirstTimer and also looking after my sister Jazzy and being an early childhood educator, it kind of worked well. We ran a family daycare together. Once I'd gotten my experience and all my sort of skills as an early childhood educator, I opened up my own centre, and I hired you as a staff member.
Some partnership.
And
staff member. We were partners. Come on.
We looked after children for about a year or so, and then I closed it up because the neighbours didn't like, hello every morning to the children.
Right.
And she said, I'm a teacher. I'm sick of children. I hate children. I see them all day. I don't want to hear them when I get home. And then it's like, okay, that teacher shouldn't be a teacher. Yeah, I'm sick of hearing laughing in the backyard. That teacher that was our neighbour at the time, well, my neighbour, because that was my property I bought, she did not like hearing children because she hates children. What better topic we're on? Diana appreciation. So let's continue hearing about this. This is your favourite topic, I think, of the podcast. Let's go.
I made a game for my mother for her birthday, and she did come over and play it and play my other games as well. Yeah, the chicken game. So I played me and my mother. I played as well. So maybe she would.
Yeah, Diana is one of the rare people who I see able to do this for her son. So and that kind of thing. It's not only doing for her son, but also her son's fans.
Yes, us.
We both do it for the fans.
Yeah. So Diana, I just want to quickly shout out. I'll give
you
a shout out to
comments.
you.
She doesn't need a shout out. He's more popular than Philip. Than anyone.
Oh yeah. In some ways, yeah.
She's on everything.
Yeah.
Disclaimer. This is not a diss to my own mother. Yeah. I still love you, Mom.
Yeah.
All right.
My mum would do that. Yeah.
For any other mom for the world.
That's important.
I mean,
Good job.
I know you love me as well. And just a quick disclaimer, this is not a diss to any of the mothers out there. No. But, you know, Diana just has something special in her.
Wait,
Yeah.
does your mother watch your videos?
I mean, I have caught her doing it once or twice.
I caught her.
I don't really want her to watch it too much anyway, because I kind of say some things that I don't really want her to hear.
I know exactly what he's talking about. Mighty Eagle did a video where he came out and he said, everyone, I'm coming out as, and then he held up a pan and he said, no, he held up a pot and he said, yeah, we won't get into that. Go to Mighty Eagle's channel.
Only joking.
Yeah, he was joking. He says, look at the curves of this pot. And it's so beautiful. He was taking it was a pun on, I think, pan, you know.
Oh gosh, I would have loved to see his mum react.
Yeah. English anyway, so
you should do his mum react to him
she's
coming
not
out.
really going to understand too much.
How about Duncan?
Oh yeah, because she doesn't know English that much.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I don't really have much to say, to be honest. You said everything.
Ben and Jasmine.
Oh yeah, Ben and Jasmine.
I mean, we can't forget
Ben and
about
Jasmine.
them. Like
Ben.
Oh, what about Ricky as well? Come.
So now the next topic is they're going to start.
He mentioned Ricky.
Yeah, and they're going to start talking about Ben and Jasmine now, like appreciation for Ben and Jasmine.
Yeah, Ricky.
Ricky.
You can't forget Ricky.
Of course. And the chickens. And the chickens.
Yeah.
How about Mark? How about Mark? He's a human. He exists.
Mark.
Well, I mean, Mark didn't really appear too much on OS.
I mean,
Yeah, they didn't forget Mark, because he's a family member. Mark is
He kind of was as a baby in the
archive series,
the archive
yeah.
series. That's right. And then he's now moved in with us.
He's just with us for a little bit. I think he's 18 now, and he just needs to like get a little bit sort of his life together, and then move in with his girlfriend in Perth. Anyway, have to pick that up.
Oh,
Yep.
I didn't even notice it fell out.
Hopefully Jazzy doesn't watch this. These are Jazzy's, so hopefully she doesn't watch this. Anyway, let's go.
That was my
No,
earring
Ricky.
that fell out.
Ricky. Yeah, well, Ricky. Special shout out to Ricky. The amount of times that he barked at me.
Oh yeah, when Mighty Eagle 73 came up.
He barks,
He barks at everyone. Yeah, Ricky, our dog, barks at everyone.
When we have guests because we wonder how long it'll be before
They
how many
stop
hours
barking.
He will take to stop barking.
He usually, I
It's
think,
awful.
it's about half an hour to an hour it takes for
Oh, no.
Ricky. But for Mighty
If you're
Eagle, I think it was
lucky-
2 hours.
If you're lucky, sometimes it can be longer.
Yeah.
During my visit to Tasmania, I mean, I'm kind of used to dogs barking at me now because I'm also like a delivery driver. But Ricky,
They bark at them.
thank you for all those times where you barked at me. I'm not sure if you can understand
Desensitized you.
this, but
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'll translate it to Ricky.
yeah. You have anything else to add?
Ben is like the male version of Diana, but it's like a bit dumber. Okay, honestly, a bit dumb.
We've got to go home and tell Ben.
version of
Do you know what
dumber.
you are? Ben
love that.
is the male version of Diana, but dumber. Okay, he's going to love that.
Yeah, I wouldn't use that word, but he is a little bit
It's funny
technologically.
because it just reminded me.
Yeah.
It's so funny because there's actually a lady at my work,
Yeah.
and she's always so formal. She always calls me Mrs. Diana all the time.
Yeah.
And then when she sees Ben, she calls him Mr. Diana.
Oh, really?
So it
Oh.
just reminds me
Yeah.
of that.
So he's saying, Mighty Eagle's saying, don't use the word dumber. He's like technologically unadvanced, I think.
Noob, a noob. He's a
Noob,
noob.
yeah, that's
He's proud of
better.
it.
He is a noob and proud. He said that once.
I mean,
I'm a
come
noob
on,
and
you
I'm proud
know
of
that
it.
he has talents in other areas.
That's a reference to the OSFirstTimer video.
How did
Yeah, I
Mighty
remember
Eagle
that.
not know that? Yeah. Duncan, you
Jazzy's like, I actually don't really like Jazzy that much. So it's like funny, okay?
So far we've had Jazzy's earphone fall onto the ground. She would be pissed off. She's like,
We're
make sure
hoping she doesn't
she's got to
watch
not
this
watch this.
video.
And then we've got OSDailyTimer. I really don't like Jazzy. So Jazzy's got to not watch this.
Well, I have to admit, Jazzy
Yeah.
was born on the 24th of July, and she
24/7.
24/7.
Yep.
But she might be
Look,
watching
she's
this.
getting better now. She's getting better.
And even Mighty Eagle said she might be watching this.
Yeah, but she's got a boyfriend now and she's very occupied with him. She's into baking now. She's always baking, but oh my god, she baked some chocolate chip cookies today and they were absolutely divine. Better than what you'd even get in a cafe.
Yeah. By the way, this point here of the mountain you're about to see is actually the highest point of the whole mountain. Sadly, there's so many views you don't
So,
see.
when we were on the other side
And
you
we're
were
looking
saying
up,
all those
yeah, in that other
trees,
episode, yep.
we were going to be amongst that
Yep.
This is the amongst that.
Yep, especially up there. So yeah, these are all the trees. Let's keep going. Ben and Jasmine.
She's very good, okay? Extremely good, okay? Very,
She's good. She's good.
That's not really
Very disciplined.
I mean,
It is quite cool seeing like, her on like the vlogs channel and going on each individual video and like seeing her slowly grow up in all of them. That is cool.
Watch Jazzy grow up.
oh yeah, seeing them age,
Just
that
like
kind of
Deb
thing.
growing up.
Yeah.
Woo! I thought I saw another snake. I'm getting scared.
When she first appeared on the channel, she was like what, 2,
A
3
toddler.
years old.
Yeah,
Now
Jazzy
she's
was a
like,
toddler.
oh, she's all grown up, 15, and
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. It might have been an I2 Padams video where she was like playing
Oh,
Minecraft
no.
or something like that.
yeah, that video was like got
Scary
pretty
man
popular as
can't
well,
get in.
Yeah.
Another video,
I
like, no, that's my yucky lunch. That was.
About that.
That's the worst
She's
video.
always- No, that's my yucky lunch.
Yeah, it was basically this disgusting lunch. She didn't want it,
Yeah,
and then
but
the
she didn't
yucky
want
lunch,
you to
and then
take
I
it
was going
away.
to take it away, and she was like, "No, my yucky lunch." It was like the cognitive dissonance of a 2-year-old.
But it's so funny because she's growing up and now she still has this.
Yeah,
when
aversion
she's
to
ta-
food,
Well, it's not aversion to food. It's basically
to healthy food.
to healthy food.
Yeah.
Yes, and she's very, very critical of food. Like, she's very hard to please when it comes to food. It has to taste a certain way or whatever.
It has to be takeout.
Yeah, exactly. But remember, we went on that holiday and like you had all these
Yeah, clips where she
of
didn't
her
like the New Zealand
trying
video.
the food and
She tried food and she didn't like it.
constantly throughout the whole
Yep.
holiday.
Anyway.
Don't watch that one if you're planning on eating or just eating.
Yeah.
That was definitely one of the videos of all time.
Yeah.
Recently, OSFirstTimer has been uploading quite a lot of videos.
Every
when you
3
say-
days.
Yes.
Every 3 days.
Very, very.
I hope we continue.
We get a video like twice a week even.
Yeah. It's an early Christmas.
Early Christmas, yep.
Early Christmas, and then watch it actually be Christmas, and those videos just slow down.
Yeah. And
It's
then we
been-
just watch OSDailyTimer.
Yes, exactly.
There's been quite a lot of videos recently, and I'm enjoying it very much, yes. After like
Yeah.
extremely long without uploading.
Yeah, a whole year
And
of no
then
uploading I
boom.
went at one
Kind of
point.
like,
Every video, every 3 days. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
yeah, we're kind of used to not seeing a lot of videos on the OSFirstTimer video. I mean, like, the time between the ChatGPT video and the Mom Explores AI video.
Yeah, that was a longer. Yeah, this is a little structure. The ChatGPT to you exploring AI video. That was there because I was fostering for a whole year, so I couldn't edit or do videos. But that was the best year of my life.
What is this? Is this someone's grave? Look.
That wasn't there last time I've been here.
But what's that all about?
This has been here for like this says 24, 24, 42. I can't decipher it.
24 infinity 2442.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but this has been here. I've like 5 years ago I saw this here. You know, it's no idea.
Who built this? And what does that mean?
What does that mean? This is a new OSFirstTimer law. You got to figure out.
We don't know.
What does that mean? Can you decipher it?
And who built this? I mean, look, we're not even going to be able to tell you if you're right or not because we don't know.
So it's the huge challenge to figure out what it is.
Wow, that is just so random to have that just.
Yeah, just there in that spot.
Who built that? What is its function?
Anyway, let's keep going.
Fine.
400 something days, okay? One downside of these, the OSFirstTimer frenzy, is the impact of every OSFirstTimer video has like kind of decreased because it's not like some highlights of the highlight.
so
Yeah, I
many
get
now.
what you mean. So it's kind of like
There's so many of them
if
now.
the
it's
video like comes out like
Yeah.
every month, right? It's like you watch that video, wow, he's uploaded, wow, this is a special occasion.
And you cherish that
And,
video.
but
Yeah.
obviously
Yeah.
now, if it's like every 3 days, then it's like, oh, another one, nice, I'll watch it.
Oh, did you,
Yeah,
Not as
At
much.
least he said
do you know,
nice.
Yeah.
tomorrow there'll be a new video, and he's told me it's a AI video about the ChatGPT like advanced voice
Oh
thing.
yeah, I
He
remember voice mode. Yeah.
commented on the.
So they filmed
Is
this
that the one that we're
before.
on the lounge?
Yeah, the lounge
Actually
video.
My favourite video.
Yeah, that's our favourite recent video.
People.
Definitely. No, they're walking the opposite way, see? So yeah. So we're filming them, they looked. You were sitting on the lounge telling ChatGPT advanced voice mode to do all these accents. Then we kept running out of free time and going into other accounts and stuff.
Oh yeah.
So yeah.
And it was always at the
so
climax.
they filmed
Just when
this.
we wanted to hear that voice.
Yeah, so they filmed this podcast the day before we did that video. So it's actually a bit old, this podcast now. It took a while for us to get to it, but we've gotten to it. Look at the hill behind us.
Oh, he commented on the teaser. The one where my face was featured in it excessively.
Oh yeah, OSDailyTimer made it Mighty Eagle's face, essentially. Was the podcast first time, and there's a picture of Mighty Eagle in a suit in front of his university or something. So yeah, and Mighty Eagle doesn't like that
portion of the video.
Why not?
Oh yeah. Okay, well, I mean, okay, so in your OSFirstTimer iceberg video, you said something about I mean, you put like the golden OSFirstTimer zone, like the golden zone was a little bit too long. Hey, era 1, so basically the first video to the monitor unboxing video.
Oh yeah, the OSFirstTimer era.
So, yeah, that I would agree that was the early period.
So when we're doing like shaky cam videos, so they're talking about OSFirstTimer eras.
This is a shaky cam.
Yeah, they're talking about the OSFirstTimer eras now, and the first era is the original, like the shaky cam era that they're talking about.
So we have eras now. So
yeah,
the history of the world, and you got all those stages, and now it's applied to us now.
Here we go, the eras.
It was done by shaky cam,
Yes, I said
recording mom and then recording the screen.
Oh.
Yeah, I was not a big fan of that setup.
I didn't like it. People were upset when I got rid of
honestly
that.
kind of like it, honestly.
No,
OSDailyTimer likes that.
But it's good that they changed it. It's a relic now. It's like a something you can look back on the museum now. So that is.
I got called oldie the other day.
Obviously, if he kept doing that, then it would get overly excessive, and obviously,
we couldn't have continued the shaky cam.
Fun to watch that for too long.
Yeah, outdated. The name is the shaky cam period.
So that's the first era.
Golden era. Okay, yeah, the golden era is where I would disagree with you on the placement. So the golden era, I would say it's split into the pre-2017 Sydney era.
Were you in that?
No. That was from 2014 to 2016. Where he
2014
was,
to 2016 is like the next era.
Call it the middle era of the golden era.
Oh yeah, we'll just call it the middle era. So basically that was when
They're like historians.
Yeah, the recording quality definitely got a lot better. And yeah, that was when Diana was using a green screen as well.
Yes, and that's why I chose Windows 9.
We've still got that green screen. We haven't used it for ages.
Yeah.
It's in the garage.
The problem with the green screen is it always cuts your hair and makes it look like you don't have as much hair as you usually do.
I like that because look, I've got a lot
Yeah, and the green screen cuts off all the wispy bits at the and you don't like that.
I like the wispy bit.
Yeah, so that's why we don't do those. And they're also very, I think 20 minutes just to set up the green screen, then another 15 minutes to pull it all apart at the end of each video.
Yeah, that was
so
a big
it was a hassle. The green screen, I think the quality was cool. It kind of cut you out on the desktop a bit, no corners and stuff, but you know, it was a bit annoying. You know, I have to walk backwards down this hill.
Yeah, walking backwards down a hill isn't
Nah.
good, but I like walking down a hill because I'm
the
like
green screen.
Yeah, that's. I would call that the green screen era.
The green screen era.
The rat poison was actually the last video where
Rat poison was an operating system we tried out.
Oh, okay. I hope that wasn't an era.
So yeah, I would say that era, even though it's called the green screen era, it actually ends on the mum tries out a Mitsubishi Mirage video. That was where things
I don't
started
have
to
that
get.
car anymore.
Well, I've got that car. Yeah, I bought it off you, so that's my car now. The Mitsubishi Mirage. You've got an electric car now.
I've got a pink BYD
Dolphin, and
love it.
we've got solar panels on the roof, so you never pay for petrol.
I know.
You charge it up,
It's like
and
your own service station.
Yeah.
In our car.
we charge it up at the daytime, and it's completely free. You run off completely free energy. So solar panels plus the very cheap in Australia BYD Dolphin. I think what was it, 30-something thousand? 39
with
or.
all the costs and that,
Yeah.
it ended up being about 39.
Okay, and the great thing about that is you don't free electricity. Instead of paying $100 a week for your fuel in your car, $100 a week. I think Dad said $120 a week for his car when he had a Mazda. Yeah, now you both got electric cars, and our solar panels charge both of them fully, so you never pay for petrol again.
It's a little bit frustrating though when the clouds go over.
Oh yeah. It just slows it down. It means it takes longer. But you know, we can charge up those cars in about 7 hours from 0 to 100. Yeah. Yeah.
Using off-peak,
Which is cheap, but we just prefer to use solar. The sun-powered cars. Anyway.
We're not advertising BYD
No.
because we're not getting paid for
No,
this.
any electric car is good, but they're just starting to
about-
become affordable now in Australia.
Yeah,
Because
being paid
Teslas
or
are
sponsored
so
or
expensive. But anyway, let's keep going.
Car
That video
edition.
was really good as well, hey.
Car edition.
Oh, you had a crash by now.
Oh yeah, you would have had a crash by now trying to, hello,
None
you
of you
know,
guys get the
call
reference.
this
Yeah, I
number.
know. What?
Call
Say again,
000.
say again.
You would have had a crash
you
by
had
now.
a-
Remember
You
it?
have a crash by now.
Oh, pardon?
Yeah, so you said in the car you would have had a crash by now, then the Mitsubishi voice said, pardon?
That was certified very funny. That yeah.
Cool.
Did you have that clip on your
Recognition was
on your
crap.
channel?
Yeah, in that car.
Yeah, it's the entire like sections there. It's like
Well,
worse than
You
the
know, like, you
vid-
had a crash by now, pardon? It'd be its own video. It was that funny.
certified extremely
What are you
funny.
talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, certified extremely funny. You should have those moments. Like, here's an idea: certified extremely funny.
If, in case you're wondering, OSDailyTimer has his favourite clips, and he calls them the Certified Very Funny 1, Certified
Okay.
Very Funny 2, and he's got his favourite clips, and funny is part of the funniest clips, you should have them separate as Certified Extremely Funny.
Yeah, that was the green screen era. That's what we'll call it. Even though the later videos didn't have green screen, but yeah, those videos, I mean, they were good. That was when Phil started to learn about like various different kinds of things, to make his videos better. Had better techniques. Obviously, there was still like random 5 tasks. That was also where OSFirstTimer Advanced came in. You know what I mean?
Yeah, OSFirstTimer Advanced was software. Back then, OSFirstTimer Advanced was, I was getting to the point where I'm thinking it's the same 5 tasks every time. You're trying an operating system every time.
And you
We
wanted
need to
to
change
just
this up. So it was called Advanced, but it was really just you trying software. It's just OSFirstTimer tries software. And we don't call it Advanced anymore. Now we've got 4 video types. We've got the OSFirstTimer operating systems video, OSFirstTimer software videos, OSFirstTimer AI videos.
That's actually my favourite. I mean,
And we do
believe it or
OSFirstTimer
not,
game videos, so we
there
do
are
the
people-
4 of them.
Yeah.
Who like all the categories.
Believe it or not, there are people that don't like the AI videos, but actually they're my
They're
favourite.
your favourite.
I actually really enjoy doing those ones.
Yeah.
But I think it's good that we
The variety.
do the 4 types.
The 4 and every
And then
video we
can
do
appeal to
one of each
different
type.
people. And
Yeah.
if there's a particular topic that somebody doesn't want to watch, they don't have
I
to
think the
watch it.
gaming videos are the least popular out of the 4, where you try out games, but for some people that's their favourite. They're like,
Yeah.
bring back Dino Games Through Time, and I was like, no, that Dino Games Through Time took up a bit too much of our channel at that point, and we just need the variety. I think
Yeah,
this is the best
variety
era,
is the best.
with the 4
Leave a
videos.
comment. What do you think of
Yeah.
the 4 types of videos we do, and do you agree
This is a
that we
5th
should
type. The
continue?
bushwalk is a 5th type.
Just its own category. It starts with where Jazzy tries out on Windows XP, and it ends, which is the first video of 2017, and then it ends with Mom tries out Windows blindfolded.
2017 plus a bit of 2018 era.
The next era.
What a catchy name.
No, I would say it ends on the Mom
Just before we
customizes
moved to-
Tiny Core Linux. That
We,
one
be, we
was,
moved to,
the
what
final
should we
video.
call it, Tasmania. That's like the
Because in
next era.
2018 they actually moved to Tasmania. Has anyone
Yeah.
heard about that?
Still
Yes.
here.
Walking
Hey.
through Tasmanian
I don't even know
wilderness.
what
Moves
Tasmania
from
is.
the northern beaches of Sydney, which by the way I hate as well. Like northern beaches. I mean, none of you
Why
guys
do
are
you
from
hate them?
Sydney anyway, but I will just say the northern beaches is kind of like
It's pretty
it is
crowded.
what northern beaches is to Sydney is what Tasmania is to Australia.
Yeah.
What?
I think like 2%
Oh,
of
he's right about
Australians.
that.
Oh, kind of like
Yeah,
the
yeah,
everyone
he's
forgets
saying-
about Tasmania. Do they all forget
No,
about the northern beach?
No. He's saying that the northern beaches are like so nice and so scenic.
But he says he
and,
hates the northern
I
beaches.
know he does. Oh, but
So yeah, so what is it? I don't get this
2%
reference.
of
Let's see if we can
Australian
figure it out.
Population lives there, and I'm part of that 2%.
Northern beaches is actually more like 5%, but they're their own thing. Like
Why did you say the way you said like did you know they moved from Sydney to Tasmania? Like I didn't know. It's pretty obvious.
Yeah, but the people listening to this might not know.
I mean, the entire house changed.
oh yes.
the entire house changed. Yeah. So yeah, that was the period, I guess. And then we have our... Okay, you know what? I wasn't finished talking about the northern beaches yet, but people who are listening in might be from the northern beaches, so I'm gonna stop talking about it. So not to offend you guys. If you
What does he
want
not like
a
about
full-on detail about my relationship with the northern beaches, I will gladly sit down with you and talk about it. But I'm not gonna get into
Yeah,
it now.
make a video, Mighty Eagle. We want to see it.
Beaches.
No, we can start listening to a Northern Beaches podcast, actually.
He's dissing where we used to
Yeah,
live.
I will.
We want to know why.
I can literally talk about the northern beaches for like 3 hours straight.
3 hours.
Longer than this podcast.
Place, but it was crowded.
Longer than the podcast, you could talk about the.
In
northern beaches.
2018, that's when they moved to Tasmania, and they also got like a new intro where the you know the always first like the there's like this logo and then the title of the video, that kind of stuff slides in.
Oh, I remember that little the lower thirds, the blue lower thirds. I didn't
call that the new
I didn't do that
Tasmanian
anymore.
era. And that begins
New Tasmanian, new Tasmanians.
The first video of 2018, which was Mom Tries Reading English.
Mum tries reading
so
English.
it's
I remember that.
Mom tries out Arch Linux with Anarchy. So that's the first video of the New Tasmanian era to Mom Tries Reading English.
And that was the last video of that.
That one was a classic, eh?
It's like something really funny about Mum tries out reading English.
Like it's such a hard thing. You gotta watch that video if you don't get the reference.
And then there's the Diana Games Through Time era.
That's another era.
Yeah, I mean, she uploaded nothing but Diana Games Through Time.
If I'm gonna be honest, I've only watched like the first 4 episodes of that because I'm only walking around watching it now.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be honest, I haven't watched all of those videos either.
I haven't as well.
I'm getting to it.
Yeah.
It's not their type because it's so different. It's different to our usual type.
Phil's main flaw with Diana Games Through Time is that every single video he uploads is Diana Games Through Time.
Yeah, there was
and it
no
only appeals
variation.
to a specific.
Yeah,
and wasn't OSFirstTimer anymore.
That's just a shame because he does that for consistency, right? He wants consistency on his
We've got
channel.
variety.
But in turn, what that does is it drowns out the viewer's attention. Like it's like if every single video you upload is the exact same video over and over.
Constructive criticism.
But at the same time, every single video before what that was an operating system.
I know.
It's every video was the same thing.
I know, but that's what made
we went too off
this
path.
was an operating system based.
Yeah.
That's how we started.
Yeah.
And the Games Through Time was definitely a tangent that took a long detour.
Yep.
For a while. But look, now we've got the right balance. And look, constructive criticism is great because how do you know unless somebody told about
Anyway, let's keep hearing.
What he's doing now is a lot better. He's like
the variety.
Everyone's happy. He's doing AI.
Yep.
He's doing operating systems and he's doing games. He's doing software. He's doing everything that everybody wants.
Exactly, yeah. And I mean, like
right.
for the Diana Games Through Time video,
I
like there
love the
isn't
AI.
really
That's
much
my favourite.
viewer interaction anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like they didn't do the Patreon voice thing or anything. It was just a random game from that year.
Exactly, yeah. It wasn't even the most popular game. It was okay. Well, there's different genres which he tries to do, but like it wasn't even the most popular game from each year. Like it's just okay. This game fits in a genre that we haven't done before. Okay, let's do this game. So yeah, I would say that
if the viewers could pick, it would have been better.
We'll talk about like what our favorite and worst eras are in a bit. And then there is the new era, I guess. Begins with OSFirstTimer unboxing the play button and ends. Has it ended yet? Really?
It
has ended. Actually, it has ended.
Yeah, because then I did the foster care for a year.
Because then you.
Yeah, so that was unboxing the play button to sort of just before to the ChatGDP video, and then after that, the original trying out ChatGDP.
Gosh, it would be nice to unbox the million.
The million subs. It's so far away. We're stuck at 108.
I wonder if I'll be able to do that before I'm 100.
ChatGPT was the last video, hey?
Yes, because of the massive hiatus. We're
Yeah.
in the revival era now. The revival.
Yeah, so this is a new revival area. I call it the variety era.
Yeah, I like the
right
variety
now.
era.
That's the newest era in my opinion. It's because I fostered 2 boys for a whole year and living in my own house, backyard, trampoline, everything.
3-story house, actually.
Yeah, 3-story house. I want to take a break for some more education before I do some more fostering because foster children are tough.
And also help pay off your large mortgage.
Yeah, I've got a huge mortgage on my house. Anyway, we won't get to that. We will listen to the last era and then we will end this episode off and do comments.
Phil has done a lot of hiatuses in the past anyway. I
Not
feel
as big
like
as that one.
The first couple of videos that he has done are kind of different. Like aren't really that different from like the videos that are going on right now anyway. So I would say they're still pretty similar.
I mean, it's like something about the thumbnails just different. Okay, thumbnails just look.
So OSDailyTimer is saying the thumbnails.
I don't actually like some of the thumbnails because my face looks like.
So we're talking about the newest era, the variety era, since I started doing all the AI and stuff.
But you seem to pick the most ugliest thumbnail sometimes.
OSDailyTimer is saying the thumbnails seem different to the previous eras. Now, I'm not trying to make them different, but I think because I took a whole year of not making thumbnails, I'm just getting back into making thumbnails again for the videos, and that's probably why they've got a different style to the previous ones.
Because you're a little bit rusty.
Yeah, I am rusty, but I think they're better. I actually like them.
Guess we'll agree to disagree.
Maybe it's because I've just looked at them for too long, for
Yeah.
a year. I've looked at them too long, and it's like, new thumbnails, very different. So
Yeah, so OSDailyTimer notices thumbnails,
He
Mighty
still
Eagle
uses
doesn't.
the same font, the Cooper font.
Maybe you're seeing something that we are not. We'll trust your instinct on that. So now we have basically 6 eras.
So those are the 6 eras.
Did somebody just try to burn the inside of
Yeah, it's like the inside of the tree is burnt here. And now we're going to have the eras ranked. So what were their favourite eras of OSFirstTimer? My favourite era is the newest era.
I guess what we'll do is we'll rate them from 1 to 6.
We
Ratings
already
on them.
know what
Yes,
6
yes,
is.
okay.
It's a games
Yeah.
through time.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll write them down. Hang on.
me first.
So these are the eras, so you know what they all are actually if you don't know. We've got the early era, the green screen, the golden community era, the new Tasmanian era, Diner Games Through Time era, and the modern era. The modern era is the new variety era, I would call it, with the 4 video types. It started off as an AI era, but it turned into a variety era. So let's listen to it.
So say something like 3, 1, 2, 5, 4, 6 or something like that.
That's like so robotic.
Okay, you could kind of like write them. Okay, well,
Okay,
do it in a non-robotic kind of way.
my favorite era is I guess era 3. And then
Oh,
The
yeah.
golden community
Oh, yeah.
era is
yeah,
his
and then
favourite.
maybe era 2. I'd say the modern era.
Oh, that's his
And,
second.
Because that's when
Oh, green
Phil
screen.
was like one of the
green
the
screen was
most.
his first.
So his OSDailyTimer's favourite era was the golden community era in 2017. Then he liked the green screen era as his second favourite. Then the modern era now is his third favourite, what we're currently doing, the variety.
I'm surprised.
Me too.
Yep, that's fine.
And then the Diana Games Through Time era.
Oh, so it's not the worst. It's definitely not his
And then
worst.
like era 4, the New Tasmanian era.
New Tasmania, he doesn't like
And
the New
then
Tasmanian era,
Era
but when we
1,
first moved
the
here.
last one.
Yeah.
The early era is his least. I
guess.
agree with that. I don't like the shaky cam era.
Yes. Well, I guess the early era they still had some good videos. It was just the way that he
The
did
shaky
them.
cam.
Obviously, he wasn't as experienced.
Not as,
you know
as
what I mean.
professional now.
My favorite era is actually just the modern era.
Oh, so his
Just
favourite
because,
is the modern.
That's mine.
You were in
too.
it.
Me
You know,
too.
Phil had the most experience in doing videos. All of these
it's
AI
variety.
videos.
The
that he has
variety,
been
yeah, I
uploading
love
with
the
them as well.
variety.
And the frequency too.
Yeah.
Obviously, I am actually majoring in AI right now. If you
Oh,
didn't already
wow.
know, so that
Wow.
is.
I actually didn't know that.
So see, this is why how people look at stuff. So is he majoring in AI just because we started doing the AI videos?
Like, we're just watching these videos and reflecting
Oh yeah.
on them
That's
through
gonna
my
be
experiences.
basis.
That
It
is
will.
pretty good. Then it'll be the golden community, the 2017 era as well.
So he likes the second favourite is the 2017.
Obviously, I
Patreon.
was featured a lot in there.
He was.
Then it'll probably be. I'm gonna be completely controversial here and say the early era is on.
Oh,
third
his
for me.
third favourite is the early
What?
era.
Which
And-
is a shaky cam.
Yeah.
The reason I'm saying this is just because I'm looking back at how much Phil has, like, kind of
Yeah, how far?
aged. You know what I mean?
Aged. That's not good.
He was
I mean,
18
how far you've
No.
come with
in
your
2012, and now he's
skills,
like
editing and
Not just aged as in physically, but also
mentally.
through the style of his videos.
No, okay. He's saying how much I have grown. Mighty Eagle, that is the word you needed. I love how much Phil has grown, you know, and in skill and everything throughout all of his videos. I like how much he's aged. That's not how you say something.
The
someone's house.
Yeah, that's someone's house there.
Era 2, the green screen era. Though that was a pretty early era as well. Where actually I'll probably put 2 at third and then 1
No.
at fourth. Because the green screen era, there were some also pretty good videos, like the video about Phil was reading comments and then through the end Ben spilled water on him.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't remember.
I remember. I was
that
very
was
angry.
That was a pretty good video, and you know there was community engagement from there, obviously.
Oh,
The
And
more
then
comments,
there's
please.
the
I
New
organised
Tasmanian era.
that.
Yeah.
I told him to come around and
Yeah. So he's
Where-
second.
I actually
Second.
can't
Not much to
even
say about
remember
that, other than it's
He
kind
doesn't
of
like
just
the
a
new
middle
Tasmanian
child
era
of
as the
everything.
second worst. Yeah.
And then Diana Games Through Time was my least favorite.
His least favorite. So that's
just
his little
because it was
ranking of
just
the eras.
Way too repetitive.
I mean, it had like some like good moments as well.
But wait a second. My least favorite era is the Diana Games Through Time era. What was your favorite video again? Oh yeah, Diana Games Through Time Flight Simulator. So your favorite video
was in
that worst era. Okay.
My favorite video was in Era 5.
Yeah, there we go.
My favorite OSFirstTimer video was in the era where OSFirstTimer was at its worst.
That's really good.
As worst?
Yeah.
OSDailyTimer doesn't think
Duncan,
so.
how about you?
Honestly, my favorite era either be the modern era or the New Tasmanian era. Because, I don't know, both of those just have really good quality.
Oh, interesting. New Tasmanian era was a lot of their, like, they didn't like it that much, and he kind of likes it.
Yeah.
So everyone likes different eras.
Yeah, well,
People
yeah,
are
Phil was
different.
experienced at that time now.
Yeah, exactly. And Era 3, probably the Golden Community era, just because it was cool seeing other people featured in it and contributing. And
Yeah,
like
the
most of the
Patreon
videos
is
were just
the third
Patreon.
favourite.
Obviously.
Well,
The Patreon era.
Yeah, and probably then green screen era. There was like there were a lot of really great videos from there, but also like the green screening like wasn't amazing. It didn't really add a whole lot to the videos, as you said earlier. And also like having Diana like flying around the screen all the time, although it's kind of
I remember some funny videos. You and Ben, and you on the start menu talking to Ben.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Yeah, and then there's the early era. Pretty much same thing. Like it was amateurish, but it also had good videos at the same time. And then last place, probably Diana Games Through Time, because as you said, it's just
he doesn't like Diana Games Through Time. But
videos were great.
Yeah,
it just gets boring after a while.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, 2-1.
Awesome. Alright, we probably spent way too much time on that last segment.
It's almost 2 hours
now we're going to talk about all of OSFirstTimer's channels. And thank you, Duncan, for listing them on the Discord. That makes our lives a lot easier.
Rank the wiki, because I just copied it from there.
Actually, you're missing one.
Wait, what? Which one?
Free royalty music, whatever.
Oh yeah, the royalty-free city songs. Remember that channel? I just had that channel temporarily, just for that generating. No, it was just for that OS first. You trying out Suno. Remember that?
Okay.
Yeah. So they're gonna talk about all the channels.
Oh, that. That one is like a new one. Not really too many people like, heard about it. I guess what we'll do is just give them a rating out of 10.
Yes,
rating all the channels.
OSFirstTimer. I would rate it 10, obviously.
10 out of 10. Yay!
My favourite channel on YouTube.
10 out of 10. Yeah.
My favourite channel on YouTube. Wow.
Well, for me, controversial opinion. You guys are probably gonna attack me, but OSFirstTimer is actually not my favorite YouTuber.
That's okay.
Bang.
Mighty Eagle. Traitor.
But, Bill, if you're watching this, sorry you had to find out this way, but
Actually, I remember watching like your videos, and I think you mentioned like you implied that OSFirstTimer wasn't your favorite channel.
Yeah, well, it's definitely it's definitely top 5, top 3 even.
No, okay, we're getting up there.
Put it at top just because there are still some flaws. Even after Diana Games Through Time, it is still a little bit like repetitive at times.
Well, with all the variety now, 9.5 out of 10.
Yeah,
9.5 he says.
Astral Phaser.
Still pretty high.
Astral Phaser.
Oh, Astral Phaser. So this is just me gaming channel. It was mostly at the start. It was just Let's Plays. Oh yeah. Hello, Mr. Wallaby. Diana tries out. This is a challenge. You got to go as close to the Wallaby as you possibly can without him jumping away. Can you do this? Oh, you're getting close. Ah, there it goes. Well, you got close to it. We are now going to hear the 3 podcasters discuss all the other channels, the channels that aren't OSFirstTimer, that either I've made or you've been a part of sometimes, or it's just me and stuff. So the first one is Astral Phaser. Out of 10, what do they rank the Astral Phaser channel? Started off with a few very low quality Let's Plays I did, and then I started putting effort into something called Gaming Through the Ages, which is the precursor to Diana Games Through Time. Anyway, here we go.
Did Astral Phaser even put out nowadays? I'd say it's a a 6 out of 10 for me.
6 out of 10. Oh.
Yeah, I'd actually quite like the channel. I'd give it a 6 or a 7 probably again.
I don't know, just 4. 4 points for being Philip's channel.
OSDailyTimer.
Yeah.
You can't love
Yeah,
everything.
obviously in comparison with Phil's other channels.
No, Diana.
But yeah, the
Not everything
reason
can be a 10.
why I guess we don't really like it that much is because like it's also really repetitive and like low effort as well. Like I mean, he just sits around, just plays the games. Obviously, there's some gaming through the ages, which was really good. That was where he was actually putting effort into the videos.
Yeah, I was putting a lot of effort into those, even more than Diner Games through time, actually. The Let's Plays suck.
You can find them anywhere in YouTube. There's like millions of them, of people just playing games. Like there's nothing that makes them special. And they're also like really repetitive as well. Like every single video is just
The same.
let's play that game, and there's no variety.
One thing I do like about the channel is the VR videos, because I'm somebody who's really into VR, and he has a lot of like VR videos,
the early
like
VR
the
reactions
Oculus Rift
in there.
DK2 videos. Like those are really good actually, in my opinion.
I2 Padams.
Oh no,
Was it
12
L2
Padams
I
channel.
don't even know.
Yeah, L2 Padams.
I2 Padams.
I2 Padams, yeah, I2
12
Padams.
I2
12
Padams.
12 Padams is
That was one of my-
that 12
my
Padams,
second
12
YouTube
Padams
channel
is
ever.
something
deleted.
else.
Yeah, deleted.
The
Yeah.
original 12 Padams was deleted.
Yeah, there were interesting videos on there. Oh yeah, the time-lapse videos were really good. I have a time-lapse channel, guys, about road trips, if you guys want to subscribe to that. So definitely
Oh, there we go.
reflects with me.
I don't
But,
like.
no, the time-lapses were not
I must
really...
admit, I like road trip
Wait.
type videos.
Yeah.
It's
Is that
almost like you
on-
feel you're there.
Yeah, like a
You're
little
I
trip.
experiencing
because I
it.
didn't
No,
even see
no,
that.
it is.
What was the time of vlogs, no?
I don't even know anymore. Getting too
I
confused.
don't know. But I actually
been
Oh yeah,
Well,
there's this
already
whole
for an
thing
hour.
about
Yeah.
up to date as well.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
up to date. I never
Oh, the
actually
up to
watched those.
date. See, don't watch that.
Yeah, I
don't
haven't
watch
watched them
that.
either, but I
It was actually
assume
a
they're
school
pretty similar
assignment.
to,
Up to date with a school
the
assignment I did.
upgrading from Windows 1 to Windows 10.
The
video.
teacher liked it, but I
Windows
think I
XP to
sucked at
Windows
it.
10
I did
video
a
that I
terrible
requested.
job.
On the I2 Pams channel. Thing is, I'm
Soon
actually
I'm gonna fade away, Philip Adams 20.
Oh, that
was
random
awesome.
song.
It's a music
I
video.
actually,
That one, I don't even know what to say about it.
I
yeah, that was an interesting video.
I honestly like the.
I actually quite like the channel because and I'm a little bit biased because he has a lot of videos about the phase on there, and like I
Oh,
actually
lucid
use the
dreaming and
phase
stuff.
a lot, except it's more commonly known as lucid dreaming nowadays. But I do it a lot, and those videos are quite interesting to me.
I've had a few myself, and
Yeah.
they are
Yeah,
quite interesting.
definitely.
You know you're dreaming.
Yeah, but there's a
Quite
thing.
amazing.
One thing I didn't like about that though is a lot of people don't know about this, but with lucid dreaming, they often the definition is it's being aware that you're dreaming while you're in a dream.
But you're being in control of it.
Yeah.
That's the-
Yeah. A better definition would be your actual waking consciousness is present within a dream, because you can actually have a dream that you're lucid dreaming. It's a dream that you're lucid dreaming, but you're
it
not
is
actually
actually a
conscious.
dream.
So it's a dream of a lucid dream, where it's you're unconscious and you're saying you're dreaming
you
and
need to
stuff.
Be in control.
Yeah, you actually have to be in control. Like, the best way to know it's a lucid dream is while you're awake, create a plan of action of 3 steps. It could be, I'm going to go to my fridge, open it up, have a magical potion that teleports me to Beijing, and then I'm going to walk through Beijing, open a door, and let that take me to New Delhi in India. And that's a plan of action. You're going to follow that. But if you have a dream, oh, I know I'm dreaming and stuff, and you don't follow your plan of action that you made while you're awake, that means your waking consciousness is not aware in the dream. Anyway, we'll move on from lucid dreaming now.
4 out of 10, just because there are some like
It wasn't a good
interesting
channel.
videos that, like for example, Jasmine. And
That my
yeah,
Yucky
it
likes.
has some historical significance, but obviously, yeah, the quality was.
Yeah, I didn't really know what was happening with that channel. I
There was
probably
no-
rated
there was
like
no
a 6 out of 10. But if it wasn't
focus
for the
on that
paid
channel, it
videos,
was all
it'd
over the
probably be,
place.
like 2, 3.
Okay, now I would rate it 7, just for the music videos and then the phase experience
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
There were music videos on OSFirstTimer vlogs as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But yeah, obviously, yeah.
7 music videos, I think.
But obviously, it is a little bit. There's a historical factor, so that kind of makes it good. All right, terrified mom
Oh no.
with a U instead of an O, by the way.
Wait, is it O on the actual channel?
No,
Did
it's
I spell
Terrified
it wrong?
Mom.
Oh, yeah, terrified
Terrified
mum.
mom.
Yeah, not mom.
Terrified mom.
Yeah,
Because we're in Australia.
yeah.
That's how we say.
So,
Mum, not Mom.
I would say Terrified Mom is basically Astral Phaser, but with Diana.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
But
I
with
like the
scary
VR
videos, you're playing
yeah,
scary
that's
games.
There's also this
And I
whole thing about
react,
Diana
that's
watches,
problem.
and not Diana reacts, because
Yeah, Dinah
of
watches.
a channel that shall not be named.
Yeah, the
There we go.
YTP videos, her reacting to YTPs is always good.
I would say the YTP videos, they were also they got a little bit too repetitive. Like I don't want to see them react to a community-made YTP video every 2 videos. Like it's not. I would say the videos that the community got Diana to watch were not really too good.
Yeah,
So
I think there were better
that kind of
videos
brings
they
it
could
down
have
a little
gotten
bit.
you to
The
watch.
Tesla Love Day commercial
with
was
the
good.
Dinah
The
Watches
Don't Hug Me, I'm
series.
Scared video was good. But other than that, it's like I don't really like YTPs, and the community just somehow they want to watch that for whatever reason. I feel like if the video was better, it could have been a lot better.
Yeah, I don't mind YTPs, but like
about a lot of these.
some,
Yeah,
some of the
Terrified
ones were,
Mum.
like ones that people made because
Yeah, that
they
was
knew
part
that
of
they could
Terrified
get
Mum, I
Diana to
think.
react to it, and that made them like really bad and really low quality, and just not really that funny at all.
So yeah, but there were also a
Trip
couple
over.
of mom plays videos, and those are actually chosen by Philip, so they're pretty good.
That's good, yeah.
Yeah, overall I'd say 6.5 out of 10.
6.5 for
I'd say
Terrified
7.
Mum.
I'd say
Oh.
7 as well. Okay.
Oh wow, they actually like them.
Alright.
It's an okay channel.
Like me being scared. Here we go.
So
Oh,
Arch Linux Adventures.
Zero,
Oh, no.
zero, zero,
No, I hate
zero.
that. I hate that.
Not a fan of Arch Linux.
So that is Arch
I
Linux.
wasn't
No.
either.
You never saw that channel. Arch Linux Adventures was my own channel, where uncut,
But I'm not a fan
unedited.
of
I know,
like that.
but it was basically me using Arch Linux from scratch, and the first episode was just me failing to install it. And it was a whole series I did on adventures in Arch Linux, and I had to get the screen recorder and stuff trying to work as well. So yeah, that was a interesting series, but don't watch it because there was no editing. It was unedited, so it became you were there the whole time while I was struggling for hours and hours and hours.
It's a little bit.
0.
OSDailyTimer doesn't like it.
So,
Kind of interesting in my opinion.
okay, well, I'm gonna be honest, I don't really know too much about the channel, but Phil does some pretty interesting intros in its videos. Like, for example, episode 13, he just sits down. Okay, well, I'm gonna admit, I don't really know too much about it. Oh yeah, the early videos, he doesn't screen record. That's the problem.
Yeah, because
Doesn't
the
it?
whole reason I didn't screen record at the start of an Arch Linux Adventures is because part of it was me setting up Arch and finding a screen recorder. So I wasn't screen recording because I had to find one first. I had to set up Arch Linux. You know what I mean? And I was running it not in a virtual machine. I was running it on the real computer on a hard disk drive, like the portable hard drive. So that was Arch Linux Adventures. Part of the adventure was getting to the point where I could actually figure out how to record the bloody screen. It was tough.
Unless that was the plan of the video. Unless I'm
Yeah, it
missing
was.
the point.
It was.
But
It
the
was
screen
the point.
record is a little bit funky. Honestly, I'm not really too into Arch Linux Adventures. I'd give it like a 3 out of 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably 3, maybe 2.
Yeah, it was not a good
You know, it should
series.
be
Don't
called
watch it.
Arch Linux First Timer.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you already.
You're a little bit harsh with the 0, but
Yeah.
It would have been -4, but
Yeah.
Philip exists, so it's 0.
I guess not everything appeals to you. Shift OS. So Shift OS got handed over.
Oh yeah,
but,
Shift OS. I remember that game.
The videos that were handed over actually got unlisted. So it's more just Philip's adventures in like coding Shift OS really.
Devlogs.
I guess like
Yeah,
if
development
you're a
logs, yeah.
developer, then it might be interesting, but
The game Shift OS was actually inspired by Arch Linux. When I made Shift OS, that game, I was inspired by the idea of, you start off with almost a text-based interface and then you can expand on it and stuff.
And I remember there was a community, they were developing it too, and then you handed it over.
Yeah, I handed it over, yep.
I remember
I handed
that.
over Histocom, I handed over Shift OS, yeah.
It's more
Do
like
they exist now?
showing everyone like
They come and they die, they come and they
the
die.
design process of it. Good thing is he doesn't really show too much of the coding side of it. It's just more like how to design a good. Would you call Shift OS a game?
No, it's actually a game. It's 100% a
well,
game.
people play it for fun, but it's just not really a conventional game.
It's a game you can use
Yeah.
as an operating system
So-
interface in a way.
I'll probably give Shift OS a solid 4 out of 10.
Yeah, same.
1. Just 1. I
Oh,
just
it's
really
Daily
hate the
Timer is
concept. Like,
critical.
what
He's
is...
brutally honest.
How is that even, like...
Careful, Phil is going to watch it. So.
Yeah,
well, actually,
I am
might,
watching.
because
What do you mean I
don't
might?
think he's gonna watch like for the whole thing because it's probably.
Yeah, I
already
will.
Okay.
series
Okay, we'll
about
quickly
it.
go
Yeah.
through all of them. OSFirstTimer vlogs,
10
historic
out of 10.
vlogs.
I love that channel.
I actually do too.
Oh, Mighty Eagle doesn't.
So OSFirstTimer historic vlogs is basically like a where Phil just
Family
uploads
videos, random family
Yeah.
videos.
his daily life, I guess, and we get to see a glimpse of what it's like.
I miss it.
His life
I
in
wish we could
Tasmania,
continue
his
that.
life outside of Tasmania, like visiting
Yeah.
the Gold
New Zealand.
Coast, visiting New Zealand.
The Gold Coast and New Zealand videos were probably
and
my
also
favourites on
his
that.
early
And the moving to
OSFirstTimer
Tasmania.
archive videos.
Literally just
that
random
you have
family
made.
those are
videos.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like this.
Yeah.
I really like that series.
Me too.
Yeah, and he kind of makes fun of himself.
Yeah.
But it didn't get like as many views as he'd like to for the amount of effort that he made. So I
You did
get.
put
Anyway,
in.
so as I was
Yeah.
saying,
That New
yeah, I
Zealand
get
video,
why
wow,
Phil
that was a lot of effort.
discontinued- Yeah, the reason why I understand that he did discontinue the archives was it was getting like not a
was a
lot
lot
of
of
views compared to
effort
the
for a
amount
lot
of
of
effort that he
views.
did put into
Oh yeah,
it.
I remember the archive
And I mean,
series.
they were also a little bit repetitive.
That was not the everyday.
Honestly,
that was me
what I would have done
commenting
is,
on all the compilation 2008,
I wouldn't have
2009
included
videos.
every single archive video. I would probably just instead of doing it by months, I would do them by years.
Yeah,
Ah.
I just have the really interesting ones.
Make them a bit
Take that
longer,
on
like
board.
probably
That's
like 30
actually a good
minutes
idea.
instead of.
I'm focused on OS
Yeah,
First Timer.
I really
OS
like those
First Timer.
videos. Just
No, that
they got
series-
that-
You know, that series
that's
was
a good
more
idea.
effort.
Focus
Did you
on
know each
years.
episode, it was 5 hours a day for 10 days to make a single episode of that got like 2,000 views. OS First Timer
What about
episodes.
if you just selected the best?
No, because that would take, because it takes so long to
you
look
have to
through
look
it. I'd have to look through a year's worth of videos, so it would take even longer to make. So yeah, unfortunately.
They were mostly made like while Diana was busy renovating the house, so she couldn't.
Yeah,
do
that's why I was
OS First
making
Timer.
it.
My passions actually.
Yeah.
Interior design.
Because those videos didn't require Diana, so she's told me about it as well, and she actually said she liked them because they were they bring back the nostalgia, you know. And,
Yeah, you like
back
that.
to
Yeah.
They're my memories.
It brings back memories, and obviously it was during a lot of the videos also featured Diana's parents, which are
Yeah.
no longer with us today.
No, they're no longer.
So
Yeah.
it does really bring back those sense of memories for her. So I would understand that.
I'm grateful that they're like still sharing that kind of thing though for everyone's entertainment, I guess.
Yeah.
What if my dad
Definitely.
knew about it?
Him on YouTube.
Overall, I
Out
would
of it.
rate the channel a 9 out of
Mum
10.
wouldn't really
Just a
understand.
little bit below
9 out of
OS
10
First
for
Timer.
OS First Timer daily vlogs.
Oh,
I'd say 9.9, just because I want to give it a
9.9?
10, but I don't think it's like quite as good as OS First Timer.
Oh,
Yeah.
so
Honestly-
I would
close.
say 9.5 actually.
Honestly, 8. Like,
well, they're all high ranked.
That's good.
it's
Yeah.
good, but not OSFirstTimer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Awesome.
something they all
And
agreed
then we
upon.
Yeah,
have
pretty good.
YouTube Millionaire.
Oh, I remember that.
Oh, I remember that.
So YouTube Millionaire was basically every episode I saw how much money can I make on YouTube, and I would show the analytics of every channel, and I'd even try some new channels like What the Heck Just Happened and a clickbait channel, and how does all these videos, how much money do they make and stuff, and it showed a breakdown and
And 2
analytics.
minutes. How to in 2 minutes.
How to quickly, yep.
How to quickly.
So I was
remember
testing
that.
out new channel ideas and stuff and seeing what channel could go big. Unfortunately, that channel How to Quickly, though, which we'll talk about a bit later because they're going to talk about it later, but How to Quickly, YouTube demonetized it because of the fact that the channel wasn't getting enough hours viewed, like 4,000 a month, and they're only less than 2 minute videos. So because the videos were great,
But that was
the whole point of it,
How to
yeah.
quickly.
Yeah.
And you can't how to quickly.
Millionaire.
now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I can literally create a whole podcast once again about YouTube Millionaire. Do I like the channel? I mean,
Yeah.
I was featured in it.
He was featured in a lot, yeah. No, always first time was a
But
different
obviously
thing.
there were some flaws with it. Like
So we're talking about YouTube Millionaire now.
the fact that he just talks about his own channel and like all those kind of things that he does on them. I would say that YouTube Millionaire, when I was in high school, in 2017, that was the video that I
Yeah,
looked
don't look
forward
at that.
to the most.
Oh, he liked that. That
then.
was his favorite
But-
back then.
If he had done it today, I probably wouldn't like it as much. Well, it is pretty repetitive, once again. He's just talking about, okay, here is my YouTube channel. How much
Sound
money
rich,
can I
right?
make with it? You know what I mean?
How much
$1
money can I
million.
make on YouTube?
And
$1 million.
I guess the other channels
Well,
aren't
we
really that
haven't
active
hit
that.
anymore,
No.
apart from like the
12
occasional
years.
vlog
Nowhere
and
near.
OSFirstTimer.
YouTube Millionaire, I would probably give it a 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10.
6.
Solid. If you told me to rate in 2017, it would have been 11 out of 10. Be better than OSFirstTimer. But
Really?
Oh wow, he liked it better than OSFirstTimer back then.
I mean, it's just he talks about his community a lot as well in those videos. I mean, it's pretty good, but the actual general idea of the channel, it doesn't really appeal too much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I kind of disagree with
Like,
that.
it's just talking about like how much money he makes, and I feel like YouTube shouldn't be about the money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like, even though a lot of people do it
Well,
for
it's
the
not
money,
about the money
like, if it
for
wasn't for the
us.
money, a lot of
It's
people
not for
wouldn't
the
be doing
money
it.
for us, because
But,
we
like,
would
Oh,
literally
definitely.
be broke.
Oh yeah, it's not enough. You being a YouTuber, like even OSFirstTimer level, it wouldn't even.
Like $200 a month.
Yeah, it wouldn't even pay the rent.
No,
you know what I mean?
it's literally-
Because in Australia, I think the average rent in Australia, you really need to be paying at least $500 a week in Australia.
Oh, at least.
Yeah, and that's what, $200 a month. It doesn't even cover
Mortgage payments
Yeah.
would be,
exactly.
the same
But anyway,
as
we'll keep going. See what they think of YouTube Millionaire.
that,
The other
even
two
if it is,
viewers.
we don't want to make it seem like that.
Especially since like YouTube, really money should just be a motivation
This
or
is
like
our
fun.
Yeah.
It should just fund the
That's it.
videos that
That's
you
why
make.
we're doing it.
Yeah.
Like,
Hobby and fun.
I guess it could also fund like your daily expenses as well. Like, but really, if you like those, I really don't have a lot of respect for people who like make YouTube and then they talk about, oh, look at all these money I made from YouTube. Oh, look, I bought a Lamborghini. Oh, look, bro.
I remember
That's-
Mr. Beast doing that in the
Just get a
day.
job at that point, you know what I mean?
Yeah, get a regular job. And
But
sometimes
I
it's
am
easy
biased
to tell.
because of my personal conditions. But YouTube Millionaire, just because of like the community sense that he brings to those videos, it's a solid 6 out of 10.
I'd say, yeah, probably 6.
That was a high effort channel. Very high effort.
I would say a 9.
Oh, he likes it. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yes. I really like them. And also disagree with you, Money Use Me Free. He really doesn't like talk about the money. And I have proof. In the first episode, he says, I'm not doing this for fame or money. I'm doing this for the community. I think I remember he said that. Yes.
Oh yeah, true. Okay, yeah, maybe I judge a little bit too harshly. Okay, I'm changing it to a 7. You know what? I'm changing it to a 7.
So
I
6,
just
7, and
really
9.
like.
I mean, I'll still keep my 6, but that's just because I haven't really watched all of the videos.
I really like the concept of recapping on what's happened.
It was a good recap of all my
in that
channels
month,
every
like,
month. How did
and,
all the
yeah,
channels go?
the community,
Yeah.
and also the
Very
like the experiments and
Yeah, but yeah, another problem with it, I guess, is it's also a lot self-centric. Like he just keeps talking about himself and his videos, all that kind of stuff. So
Well, that's about my video,
that
so
reason,
I'm going
it's
to talk
just-
about
That's
me.
the whole
Yeah.
channel.
it's a bit self-centric, you know.
he does talk about the community as well.
Anyway, type Klilk.
It's really good to hear people's
Yeah.
perspectives.
Clickbait.
Oh,
Is there
Tabe
even-
Klilk. Tabe Klilk is the next channel. It's the word clickbait backwards. So I was doing a channel all about clickbait and seeing could I just do clickbaity titles and stuff, like a 1,000 degree knife being squashed by a hydraulic press and stuff.
Yeah.
And and could I get lots of views just from that? And it didn't work. It really didn't work.
Is the channel even
Well,
exist?
more-
Does the channel even exist?
Yes,
anymore?
it actually does.
Yeah, it's more of an experiment rather than an actual channel.
Oh yeah.
Can I just say,
Type
where
Klilk.
actually are we?
8395.
I know exactly where we are. Don't worry.
0.
I've never been here before.
I have.
I mean, there was a what was it? The calming video. Watch this video if you want to calm your mind and stuff. And then
Oh,
you
no.
stay in it.
I got some people upset with that video. I'll tell you why, because it was a hypnosis video. I am Philip Adams, the top hypnosis in Sydney, Australia. And today I will be getting you to raise your kundalini and leave your body. I don't know, I was saying all this mumbo jumbo stuff and putting people almost in a trance. And then a big jump scare to wake them up while they're in it. Film your reaction to this to see your kundalini raise on camera. But it was really film your reaction. We're going up this way. It scared people in the
boy.
comments
Yeah.
got upset.
That's
Yeah,
not
that's
that.
not available anymore.
So I don't remember it. So
So
it
I
could have
put a
been
warning,
higher
I
if that
think.
still exists, but
What's
it doesn't.
wrong with putting a warning?
So
It's
zero,
supposed to be a
zero.
Because it could give someone a heart
I
attack.
would say
OSDailyTimer
2.5
says 0
out of 10. Just
for
a
that
little
channel.
bit below Archer Linux Adventures.
It was a bad channel,
I'd
clickbait.
say
It was
it
all
was
about
kind of an
clickbait.
interesting experiment, so I'd say 5.
Okay, yeah. How to Quickly actually
that was a good channel.
Really successful channel for OSFirstTimer. It
At
brought
the
in
time,
a lot of views, right?
It did.
If you actually go to his about section, it racked up over 1 million views from all
Yep.
of the
and
because a lot
YouTube
of people,
couldn't monetize
they
it. They're
wanted,
like, not compatible for
videos.
monetizing.
If you want to, for example, quickly run Edge in full screen, or get Windows Vista or 7 gadgets, or like prevent ghosting in Sony Vegas. A lot of people like it's actually useful. You know what I mean?
Yeah, really helpful.
Yeah.
That's why people were looking them
It
up.
had like a lot more tutorials on like more stuff, and he didn't discontinue it. I'm 100% certain that it would have loads of
OSFirstTimer.
Yeah.
It's a croc. That's called a croc.
Yeah, the problem with How to Quickly was, I guess, the videos were too short, which prevented him from monetizing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was why it was discontinued, if I remember correctly. And also because, like...
YouTube needs to change
everything
because short videos can be very good
If you-
videos.
Yeah, literally that channel could have, kept going and been very helpful for people, but, I couldn't... Even though they're 2-minute videos, they were 2 minutes because there was a lot of planning that went into accelerating the footage and stuff and getting it to 2 minutes. It was actually a high-effort channel, that one, even though they were 2 minutes.
Just watching OSFirstTimer for OSFirstTimer, you're not going to find How to Quickly interesting. Like, it's not something you would want to watch consistently. It's more of like, if you have this specific problem, such as you really want to make Windows 10 login automatically, then you would watch that video. But then like, for example, the other video, like, you wouldn't really need to know. If you watching it for just how to make Windows 10 login automatically, and you only want to know about that, then you're not going to want to know anything else. So I would say this channel,
it's not
a channel you subscribe to.
Make you like,
It's a
it doesn't get you
when
hooked.
Just at that
are
moment,
doing
yeah.
something
So I would
and
say
you need a
5
bit of
out of
help
10.
5 out of 10.
information, you
And
then
like,
Google
I
it,
guess
Yeah.
it's
I
not the
want
kind of
that.
channel that you'd find and you're like, wow, this is such a good channel, I want to binge all of its videos.
Just helps you out.
It just helps you out in the moment
what
you
you
need
want.
it.
Yeah.
It's there when you need it, basically.
I'd
That's
say
what it
just
is.
6.5 because it's pretty, it's pretty helpful.
Yeah, I'd say 6.5 as well. It's a good concept, but yeah.
And I'm still using like one thing that Philip taught me in one of those How to Quickly videos is Virus Total. Still using that.
Virus Total, yeah, that's a useful tool.
Virus Total? Which video was that?
The Virus Total video.
Yeah, it's Virus Total tells you, it scans a file.
I'm searching for the whole
upload
channel right now. I don't see
with,
a
with
Virus
like
Total.
40 different virus scanners or something.
Is it spelled?
It's like a virus checking website.
Yeah, it's great. It checks your file.
The review shorted URLs. Is that one?
Anyway, so that is enough for now, but I just wanted to show you. Look at this cool view. This is a...
I think that's an owl.
Yeah, an owl. But look at this. Come over here. Check this view out. This is where someone is going to build a house over here. Yeah, it's getting really dark now. We've got to come on because we've got to do the other episodes before it gets too dark. It'll be pitch black by the end. The sun's setting as the series comes to the end. No, you haven't. Come over here. This is where there's going to be a house built. And funnily enough, there's a house over there, $2.3 million they're selling it for at the moment. And there's a couple of sheep there. Look at the sheep. I'll show you.
Are they really?
Yeah, there's a house over there. It's up there, that house over there, 2.3 million or something. And there's a couple of sheep. See the sheep? They're usually walking, but they're sitting down.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, you can see the sheep. Now
I've
look.
never seen sheep sit down like that.
Yeah, I know. Now look at this view. What do you think of all this view?
It's pretty nice.
This is a great, and think someone's going to build a house right here in this spot, and they get this whole view here where they can see all the islands over there, you know.
It's like I've been walking for the last 15 days or something.
This is episode 7 now of the PodcastFirstTimer reaction. Look, more houses being constructed up around here. They're all going to get this amazing view here. Let's take a look at this view before we listen to some more of this podcast. Look, imagine being right here, this house here. This is a plot of land for sale if anyone is interested, and you get a huge view of a town, or it's Blackman's Bay in Kingston over here. So this is mostly the Blackman's Bay. Kingston is over the hill, but this is a place called Blackman's Bay. It's an amazing view. Illawarra Primary School down there. There you go, the huge view. It's pretty cool, hey? What a great spot. Well, let's keep listening to the podcast. They're talking about their different channels and what they rank these other channels I've made. So How to Quickly, they've just finished talking about that.
Alright, so next one. What the heck? Oh, wait.
What the hell
Yes.
just happened?
I love that channel.
That was funny.
All right, next
It's
one.
still on
What the
YouTube.
heck
Yeah.
just happened?
What the heck? It was a magic trick channel.
Actually,
That
no.
one is pretty.
I wouldn't say like, what the heck just happened?
What the heck just happened?
That should
Yeah.
be how you say it, okay?
It should be.
What the heck
That's right.
just happened?
Mighty Eagle got it too.
You gotta do
So-
it in Phil's voice. What the heck just happened?
And
Yes,
there's the
yes.
wolf.
Yeah.
It's like one of those
Okay,
ridiculous.
so that's where he does magic tricks and stuff on it.
Yep. Magic
It's not
trick.
magic, it's editing.
Yeah, it is editing. Some
Oh
of it
yeah,
were magic
most of it
tricks.
is just editing.
Most of it
But
was
oh,
editing.
no, the pen,
Tagline.
the pen
It's
trick
not
wasn't
magic,
editing.
it's editing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there was another case of like, you get the community involved, everyone will like it.
It's
Yeah,
another
exactly.
kangaroo.
Yeah, so that one
Yeah.
is another community
Popping up
channel,
there.
so I like that for its community involvement. Yeah.
Look at this.
Yeah.
But I guess it's there's a little bit too much.
So
Yeah,
these are
as I
all
say,
Yeah.
there's a little bit of video editing going on there.
Yeah, lots of video
I would
editing.
say 7 out of 10.
7
but
out
it
of
didn't
10,
really
yeah.
generate too many views, so yeah.
I'd say 6.
I'd
6.
say
6.
5.
Wasn't
That's
as
fair.
popular.
And this is my personal favorite, kinda. Let's explore.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
I don't really
I love
like it.
Let's Explore.
I really don't like that. It's just...
It's funny how OSDailyTimer often has quite different opinions to the other two.
Yeah.
Let's Explore. I remember someone just today commented on you trying out AI video, the AI Turing test where you spoke to that 13-year-old boy online who said
Yes.
something. Anyway, in that video he said,
You're
you should
focus
bring it.
on
You
that.
should bring back the Let's Explore channel. It was basically me. I'd go on a walk, and at the end of the walk, I'd point in 3 directions, say where should I continue
yeah, that's
walking,
right.
and the
This
community
way, that
kept.
way, that
Yeah,
way,
so
and then
OS
close.
Daily Timer did not like that.
That reminds me of when I was a child. The
Honestly.
Choose Your Own Adventure.
Venture books.
They were such a hit.
Yeah, Mighty Eagle 73 met up with me on one of the Let's Explores, and he was a part of the Let's Explore. I think he continued
So-
it after I gave up. He continued from
people
where I
like
was
to just
standing.
walking around and then talking. And then it's like
what we're
What we're
a
doing
bit
now.
of community
There's no
involved at the end.
Well,
people
I think me and Oscar might be a little bit biased because it's in Australia, and like we might be biased towards like how much we like Australian nature, I guess.
Just for the record, I would not. If Let's Explore still going on right now, and then he asked me to continue it, I would not continue it purely because it's all in the northern beaches.
And he hates the
Yeah.
northern beaches, remember?
Third time you've mentioned northern beaches.
I have, yeah. Personally, not only do I like exploring Australia, I mean, I like exploring everywhere. I have even after Let's Explore, I have a channel dedicated to exploring Australian roads where I upload time lapses of traveling around every single, for example, from Sydney to Brisbane, Sydney to Melbourne, Sydney to Canberra. All that kind of
Huge
stuff.
time lapse.
Like Melbourne
It's like
to
a
Geelong.
10-hour trip.
That stuff.
Yeah, I think he did.
So yeah, I am biased once again because I like exploring like stuff like Sydney's roads, like walking and then finding different stuff in different areas. So for me, I mean, he talks about like a lot of his stuff as well, how he come across this area, random stuff that he finds that you wouldn't otherwise have found if you didn't go out and explore. You know what? This whole thing about this touching grass thing. You know what I mean? This is basically like a geek who likes operating systems and does computers all day. Finally touches grass. You know what I mean? That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a famous sort of meme
That's
touch
probably
grass
why I
for gamers.
don't like Let's Explore because I don't go outside.
Oh no, OS Daily Timer,
Maybe
you gotta
should
go
get
outside.
You should get that vitamin D, man.
Yeah, vitamin D is
I have
really
a
good for you.
window.
Well,
There, perfect.
Have the window open. Breathing indoor air is really good for you.
Exploring as well. Like
I mean, outdoor
enjoy
air.
just going
Yeah,
outside,
have the window
walking
open.
on,
Indoor
like,
air isn't that good for
random
you.
roads, random tracks, stuff like that. So yeah, that's kind of why I like it because I get to watch someone else do it as well.
Obviously, I also continued Let's Explore. So
He
after
did.
Phil's Let's Explore number 13, I did number 14, and I continued where he left off. which was Chroma. And then episode 15, Phil joined me. 16,
Oh, yeah, I
17,
remember that.
18. And then I recorded 19, but I didn't upload 19 because I didn't have time to edit it.
Put it in deeper into your ears. I don't know why the earbuds keep falling out of your ear. Thank goodness Jazzy's not watching this.
I'm biased, but Let's Explore is a 9 out of 10 for me.
Yeah, I'd say 9 out of 10.
Free.
Awesome.
Just free.
3 out of 10. He's always like the channels
Okay,
that they
yeah, obviously
like.
not
he
every
rates
channel
badly.
is everyone's cup of tea. It's okay if you rate it lowly, but me and
That's all
Duncan
the
like
channels, I
it.
guess.
Also, OSFirstTimer royalty-free music.
Oh, yeah.
That's not a real
Can't forget that
channel.
one.
Not much to say about that channel, hey. It's just
Yeah.
city towns, royalty-free city town music generated by AI.
Well, I sung
Really
them and the
not
AI
much to
enhanced
say.
them.
And for
Enhanced
that reason,
by
yeah,
AI.
2 out of 10. Philip's
4
worst
out of
channel. And Hayes?
2. 2
2
out of 10.
free.
But
I
Mighty
mean,
Eagle.
the songs are like
He
okay.
likes it.
I guess if there were more videos on there and it's consistently and if it's like a little bit of work is being put into it, then I would say it could get a higher rating. Phil, I would see Phil as a pretty good musician. Wouldn't you agree, guys?
With AI.
Oh, I was
And auto-tune.
I agree, actually.
Not like Phil hasn't made music before.
Yeah.
Victor
Victor
Tran
Tran
song.
song.
Oh, the
I
Victor
was
Tran
just sitting
song.
down by my PC.
I love that.
I'd say, like, he's probably better than the average person, but his OSFirstTimer channel was the best.
Yeah.
I saw Victor
Awesome.
Tran. Victor
So-
Tran.
They're all singing
Oh
it.
yeah, of course. I forgot about that.
Oh,
Yep,
and
Victor
she-
Tran.
Of this podcast.
Yeah,
we should
Victor
talk
Tran
about
should
him.
have joined.
Ah.
I'm surprised he didn't.
I mean, not much to say
Yeah.
about that guy. I actually played a couple of video games with him back in like 2020 on the
With Victor Tran?
on the new
They're talking about Victor Tran. That's the topic. Victor Tran.
Discord server. He had obviously the whole Victor Tran challenge, which by the way, Hayes, you are doing right now.
Yes, the before OS Daily Timer challenge.
Before OS Daily Time.
Yeah.
I see
the
people on our
latest,
videos saying,
the,
"Oh, I
the
wasn't
two
fast
programs
enough."
video. It was the everyone wins edition because I was like so late to it.
Yeah. Obviously, you're not as punctual as Victor Tran was back in the day.
Victor
I
Tran
was
got
at
on like
school,
within a
okay?
few minutes.
It's unfair.
One thing about the Victor Tran challenge actually was back in the day, right? And this was really not good for me. I would literally, because I wanted to win the Victor Tran challenge so bad, I would have my phone literally on my desk at all times, even during school.
Oh
And
no!
then if it lights up, I quickly check if it's OSFirstTimer has uploaded.
Oh wow!
I do
That's
that.
dedication.
I do
That's
that
how
as well,
he won.
but not at school.
One of the things,
Yeah.
don't do this at home.
Yeah.
One
So
of those moments.
I think the Victor Tran challenge was actually kind of like unhealthy for me in a kind of way. So that's why I'm not going to actively participate in
Yes.
it nowadays. You might catch me sometimes. I might like just chime in before you do, and you can add me to the spreadsheet. But I'm not gonna actively participate in it.
Well, I mean, you got like a hint because I've already told you tomorrow there's an OSFirstTimer video.
I'm not gonna actively check my phone every single minute for it to upload. Don't worry.
I am.
Oh,
OS Daily Time is getting into
yeah,
it.
That's Victor Tran.
you should put him out of his misery. Send him a text message saying it's about to be uploaded. 12,000 steps.
I'm using a torch. I'm using this phone that's listening to the podcast.
And we've done
As a
about
torch.
12,000 steps already.
12,000
in this
steps. Wow. Well, I will keep this torch phone on because otherwise we won't be able to see you anymore.
walk.
What?
Let's torch off. Let's do it in the dark.
No, because then I can't see you.
That's okay.
No, because right now, well, if I do that, you're blurry and I can't see you. This is what it's really like.
This is the atmosphere.
I'd like you at least glowing because everything is dark except for you.
Glowing.
Yeah, because you're the highlight of this. Anyway, you're literally being highlighted. Anyway, let's continue listening to the podcast, the final episode.
Just a blue smiley face.
Yep, Victor Tran, the blue
So we're
smiley
on
face.
Just a blue smiley plane.
You
Oh,
know,
yeah, I
he's not
remember
even
the
a blue
Victor
smiley
Tran
face.
lines.
He's white on a blue background. Like, it's ridiculous.
It's a white smiley face.
On
He's
a blue
also a red
background.
on.
Oh yeah, the angry Victor Tran. But
Yeah,
nowadays,
well.
it's
Oh,
not
yeah,
even
he got
on a blue
scary.
background. Nowadays, his icon is actually blue, and then there's a black corner on the bottom right, and then that's where.
Yeah,
the
Victor
face
Tran
is.
has changed his icon.
Yeah, I've seen that. It's a
I'm-
bit more interesting.
I'm not just a blue happy face. I'm actually a white happy face on a black rounded square corner.
blue.
Blue background, yes. That's the whole quote.
That's
That's
Victor
catchy.
Tran.
That's Victor
yeah.
Tran.
Yeah, Victor Tran was really popular back in the day. I mean, there's this whole Phil made a whole song about him. Oh yeah, there's the red Victor Tran that I was talking about.
The red Victor Tran?
I found it.
You
Really?
know there was
Right,
a
really?
red Victor Tran.
Oh yeah, look.
Yeah.
He's showing it
I
off.
was looking through my Discord icons.
Oh wow.
That's creepy. Oh, yeah, he got angry at one point. I remember Victor Tran, it was scary. I can't, you're black. You're actually black.
Greater than the unhappy face.
No, he just changed his face to an
but
angry face.
That's when
I don't know.
what happens when you mess with him. Don't mess with the trans.
He becomes greater than the unhappy face. He becomes
Explain.
an angry
On
face.
why he did that
Yeah.
face.
Alright,
Because I'd be interested to know.
Yeah, exactly. Now, can I just say, when I don't have the light on, this is how dark it is. It is pitch black now.
Just keep it as
No, but look through the camera. You actually can't see it. It's black.
It is black.
Yeah,
I don't
on
even
you.
know where I'm walking or what I'm
Yeah.
walking into
Yeah.
right now.
Okay, let's keep listening.
do you guys have anything else to say about Victor Tran?
Not really.
Well,
Can we not have the light bulb cars going past?
Sorry.
It's embarrassing.
I don't know. He commented on one of the videos.
Okay, we'll get him to pick us up. Yeah, Jazzy, can you get Dad to pick us up? Wait, we need Dad, Jazzy.
Or just reply to me in general. You know, I wanted to like talk to Victor Tran using like VC, but like we're talking about stuff I have absolutely no idea
mean-
Have your
about.
Can I have your jumper?
Yeah,
What else
you
have you
go.
got?
It's raining.
Number
Yeah,
13,
rain ruins
outro.
women's
Wait, hang
hair.
on. What else do you want to see from OSFirstTimer? Like, moving on. What kind of videos do you want him to upload?
What kind
To
of
be honest,
videos should we upload?
Apart from like maybe more videos with Ben, I don't really have any other like stuff that I think you should add.
Yeah,
Like,
he
I
thinks
think
we're
his
doing
channel's
well.
Pretty good at the moment.
The variety.
Yeah.
The one that thought
With
that
Ben
was a
and
dumber
also
version
Jasmine.
of me.
And
No,
Nikki.
that
Yeah,
was
maybe
OS Daily Timer.
Daily time.
It's
Yeah.
Ricky.
I mean,
Ricky.
Jasmine is. I feel like Jasmine is old enough now to the point
is.
where
Yeah.
she has
But
a bit of
she's so-
knowledge.
Yeah. She'd have more knowledge now,
like,
yeah.
It wouldn't be
She's
like
so
the what happened with
associated
the
with the
shell anymore.
boyfriend
You know
all
what
the
I mean?
time.
Yeah.
She's
But
always spending
obviously,
time
I
with the
have a feeling
boyfriend.
she doesn't want to be featured on the OSFirstTimer channel.
That's an idea. We should
Hmm.
get Jazzy on here. You know, with a
Yeah.
What about you?
I guess there's like one like minor problem, which is like the audio's kind of bad because it's just worse than like the Golden Era audio. It's just
Yeah, we film the videos
not
on
that
a phone
fully.
now rather than a
not
camera.
that clear anymore.
From what I've seen, like they actually record the audio using Phil's phone. Like they don't have a set microphone or anything that they use to record. And a really funny story, they sync all of the audio by using the Mario.
Yeah!
Yes, we do.
The Mario
time we
theme
start a
Yeah,
video-
so the Mario theme song from 1985, what I have to do is at the start of the video, I'm filming on my phone, your face, and I'm I'm also filming the screen, right? The screen recorder, and I have to put the two footages together, the two pieces of footage together. So what I do is I turn my speakers up and have the Mario do-do-do-do-do-do-do. And then that syncs it up because it gets the
And we
video
hear it
synced.
every single time at the
Yeah.
beginning of a video.
I'm gonna do the audio sync.
I always think of Mighty Eagle when I hear that now.
Yep.
See, these are all off-screen things people
You
don't
wouldn't know,
about.
yeah.
Funny how he
Yeah.
remembered that.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. Okay.
Because he came to film the video.
But okay. Anyway.
How he commented about that.
Yeah.
That's basically, yeah, they don't have a really set microphone. I mean, it's pretty cheap to get like a good microphone nowadays. So you can get one for like $100, but it's like really good quality.
Is that Dad over there?
I say $100 is cheap, but like it's honestly just like half a day's work.
Oh,
I'm
thank
using a
goodness.
webcam mic.
Yeah, and that yours.
So they're
your
talking
mic
about
doesn't-
their mics. We're going to have to end this because
no,
look how
we
dark
won't
it got.
end it. We'll
No,
just
get in the
continue
car.
in the
Continue
car.
in the car. Okay. So here we go. Ben's car. He saved us from the rain and from the darkness.
Here we are.
So you get in. Oh wait, you be in the back so I can film you. Okay. I guess I don't need the light anymore. Is it continuing? I can't hear anything
I
now.
can't hear anything now.
Dang, it's messed up our video.
Well, I've got no choice.
Driving with a dog on you. He had to save us from the rain and the darkness. It's the car, that's why it's not working.
What's wrong?
The audio connected to the car. The podcast first time is featured in a BYD car. How cool is that?
So I didn't cook you guys any food because it used to be sitting going gross
Yeah.
in the oven.
Saved by the electric car. So actually this is where we charge our electric car here, see? We use a special Watt pilot here. Charges up our electric car. And then over here we've got our inverter that converts the solar panels. We're home! In the same video, we've got converting the solar panel energy into power that the house and this can use. So we've had free driving around for ages now. Anyway, we will continue listening to the podcast now that that electric car has driven away.
I'm using a webcam mic.
And now we're having dinner.
Pop filter, of course.
Well, I'm not sure, like, because of Discord's compression, I'm not sure if it's actually, like, what the original audio is going to sound like, but honestly, I don't see a problem with it right now.
So they're talking about their microphone quality
yeah,
and stuff.
me personally, more AI videos, question mark, question mark, question mark. I also want to see, and this
He
is
wants more AI videos.
personal,
I like the AI too.
AI first timer advanced task.
Oh,
Alright? Using AI, such as ChatGPT, Gemini, whatever, generate a full 10-part story about a boy named Johnny who went to Target.
The shock, and got gender reassignment. And got
Gender reassignment,
gender reass-
The legal and illegal gender reassignment.
Both.
Oh, that was so funny.
Exhausting.
Wait, was that where the packet of chips from Target started from?
No,
That
from
was
the
video, right?
scammer video.
Oh, from the scammer video.
Oh,
that
yeah,
was the
true.
scammer video.
But yeah,
Dealer packet of chips
basically
from Target.
that Johnny legal and illegal, that thing, I want them to turn, I want to see them using
Reassignment,
AI to turn that into a 10-part story.
Yeah, chapter
Yeah.
1. Generate chapter 1, generate
By the
chapter
way.
2.
How about
wait a
using
second.
And
That's
voice
not an advanced
recognition
task,
as
that's
well?
easy.
It's gone a bit better.
Voice recognition. So more AI videos, and obviously my whole suggestion
I like
about
that.
the 10-part story about Johnny stealing the chips and stuff. And every single time you do it, also generate an image.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah,
reckon now
so
that
a
you've said
picture
that,
book.
If Phil hears that, he might actually do it.
Famous
It's up to him, but that's just a video suggestion. He doesn't have to do it.
A picture book. Generate
Probably
a
has
picture
better
book.
ideas. But yeah, and you can use the deep game AI as well, because I feel like that is
I wanna
basically
make
it
a
generates
movie
a game
of
out of it,
him
and then you can
stealing
choose
a
what do you do
movie.
next. You give it a scenario, and then it's like you give it a prompt, it gives you a scenario, and then it asks you what do you want to do now. So it could be like, Johnny, what should Johnny do now? Like, it gives you a prompt.
Oh, the shop.
Should you get reascended?
That's a choose your own adventure.
Go to the shop or go to the shock. The shop caught the shock. So yeah, I think that would be really fun to see some of the old historic videos come to life using AI.
Yeah.
That would be.
I think so.
That would be really cool.
I think
Oh,
so.
good.
AI video.
Historic.
I'm gonna make a
Especially
book out
since
of
the
it.
old
AI
videos
movie.
don't really have
We've gotta
AI.
make a movie of him getting
2017,
illegal.
AI was not really that good. It was
Reassignment.
more just to it was more just in video games, controlling the controlling characters in video games. That was basically what AI was back in the day.
Yeah,
Theory.
not like generative AI now.
Mm-hmm.
Generative AI is amazing where you can generate
So,
text and
obviously,
photos and
redo old
videos.
videos using AI. That's what I like to see.
They had AI back then. Andrew the expert.
Andrew the expert, remember that?
I do remember that.
Andrew.
Oh, shout out Andrew the expert.
You remember Andrew the expert,
Yeah.
right? He was funny, Andrew the
Yeah.
expert.
What? How
From
do
that
you
map
know?
video.
Yeah, he is texting from his
Ukraine, I think.
office in Germany, and
But
then
he
he
lives in
also,
Ukraine.
I'm actually from Ukraine or something like that.
Yeah.
But whatever the scenario might be, I wish the best for Andrew the expert,
Yeah.
who is probably not in a good place because of the war in Ukraine right now.
Hopefully he
Yeah.
was.
Oh, yeah, I
in
forgot about
Ukraine,
that.
It was
That's
just
right,
lying.
it's not
And he was
good.
actually in actually or something. I don't want
Good point.
anything to happen to Andrew the expert.
Yeah, Andrew the expert, even though you are probably a scammer,
Probably.
you made a you were really funny. So you know what?
Yeah.
All the best.
Yeah,
for
we'll
you.
always
All
remember
the best.
Andrew the expert
No, I
from
might
Anyway.
that video.
Certified very
That
funny
was you
on
destroying
that.
that.
Yeah.
Certified very funny.
Except that section
Yeah.
went for like half of the Mac OS destruction video.
Yeah, it was.
That'd be a bit of a long one.
So, does anyone have any final closing comments?
I just want to say, like, our podcast experience. What did we learn from this experience?
Well, it's great to talk to everyone, and I mean,
Yeah.
I wouldn't really know how to answer that question, really. Of course, I did learn things, but for example, if I were to do a podcast again, I would probably do it in a different way. But other than that, like, if you were to tell
Yeah.
me, like, what specifically I did learn, it'd be pretty hard to answer.
I feel like
it was really fun doing this, and I hope this podcast, I hope it takes off. Really,
most popular video.
Yeah, it was a great podcast.
Maybe we'll do
anyway.
Maybe we'll do it again someday. Yeah, let's see. I have some like ideas on what's.
Then had to be rescued
Could really work as like in a voice call
with
you guys. Maybe not.
Yeah.
Of two of you. I
Well,
feel
if
like
you have any ideas, I'm always happy to chime in.
I already have like one idea.
Well, don't tell us yet. Tell us when we will do it.
Okay, so
Alright.
if I get 400 subscribers,
400.
me and Duncan or Mighty Eagle 73 and both of them will do something, okay? It's very something in voice call, okay? Something.
Alright.
Yeah.
I think you already got the 400, but even when this is filmed, when this original, because
I
this is
think
filmed,
we're like below 50
all in
subscribers.
one episode. One
pretty
thing.
sure.
We split this into 8
To there,
episodes. This,
so-
You made a
footage.
you made a podcast first timer channel?
No, I didn't.
Don't just do it on OSDailyTimer. Anyway,
Do it all on OS Daily. Don't have so many.
Yeah, I
channels.
feel like the latter half I was like not really speaking that much, especially with the channels, the Philip's channels. I wasn't really speaking that much, and
You're
also
just having a different opinion to
the order
everyone.
has been ignored.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
that's okay. We don't have to follow the order, like, especially because we're just 3 OSDailyTimer fans. Just OSFirstTimer fans.
OSDailyTimer fans.
Just 3 OSFirstTimer fans. Just having a friendly chat. That's
Well, they are OSDailyTimer fans as well.
I mean, it's true.
We've come to the end of our podcast. It has been a ride, right, guys?
Guys.
We even had a ride in the car.
I mean, yes.
That is pretty much all we have to say. I
Hope.
You.
Oh, they're doing our
Guys.
outro.
Enjoy
this
episode.
this
Special.
episode
They stuffed it up.
OSDailyTimer.
And
Has the order been completely ignored now?
I don't even know what we're doing anymore. Why are we saying
Okay,
it one
you know what? Thank you for watching. We'll see you guys next time.
And thank
on
you.
Bye.
OSDailyTimer.
Yeah.
bye.
Yeah.
And with real people, 3 real people.
Yeah, that's right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Daily First Timer,
OSDailyTimer.
OS Daily Timer, Mighty Eagle 73,
And Light Brown Wolf.
Wolf. Call him Wolf.
Okay.
Thank you guys. That was really special, and I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, it was a really nice podcast.
was.
So yeah, so I guess we'll see you guys in the next OS First Timer video.
See you then.
When this 8th episode is being uploaded, it's
Actually,
probably been
probably
about
a
8
video.
weeks or 2 months. It's probably
It's probably a
2025
video
now.
that we haven't even
Yeah.
filmed yet or anything.
Yeah, so-
I haven't even thought about.
So remember, this was all filmed on, I think, is it November 3rd today?
Yeah,
The whole
today's-
series was filmed all on November, is it
Today
November
is
3rd?
the 3rd of November.
Yeah. So it's the 3rd of November 2024 when this was filmed, but it's
Yeah.
probably going to be
All in
uploaded.
one hit too, and look.
Yeah, it'll probably
How
be
many steps
uploaded
I
in
did?
2025. How many steps? 16,000 steps on this
That
walk.
was 16,000
Wow.
steps on this listening to this podcast.
Anyway,
Going over the